I never not have a hat on.
You never not have a hat on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess now that you think about it, you've always had a fucking hat on.
Straight up. I'm
That's
a backwards hat guy.
When did you shave your head?
Like 3 days ago? 4 days ago in Alaska?
You shaved it in Alaska? Is that the fucking... So you got the Alaskan... Dude, your hairline is impeccable, though.
Oh, dude, you like
You
that
have a
widow's peak?
It's crazy that you shaved your head with how much hair your head is still willing to grow, dude.
Yeah.
I figure that's like the last line of defense, but you're like, no, fuck that. I'm going backwards in this bitch. I turned out, my dad is bald as fuck. And I actually turned out to still have a lot of fucking hair.
Dude, your hairline is G.
I know. Well, yeah, it's all right, dude. But I don't know what I'm going for here. I got tired of figuring out haircuts. I don't know if you ever got to that point. For me, it happened in college. I walked into a Starbucks, and I realized, goddamn, everyone had the same haircut, and I was like, it freaked me out because I'm sure
short on the sides, long on the top.
Yeah, well, like the haircut. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, and it fucking freaked me out. So I told myself that I would eventually not give a shit about haircuts, and I've been talking about shaving my head forever, but I didn't. And Kenzie will tell you that I've always talked about shaving my head. I didn't. Instead, I grew it out, and you're here with a fucking shaved head. But
I'm kind of planning on growing it out like yours, though, and doing like the, same length all around.
Yeah. See, I think that like once you get to a certain length, though, it doesn't matter if it's the same length all the way around because it's just long.
Long hair, exactly.
Yeah,
but there is a very weird in-between phase with the all-around.
What am I going to do? Am I going to go man bun or what? No, dude.
I don't know,
dude. I kind of like pizza grease, pizza grease backwards hat kind of vibe.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like what's that fool's name from Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, I don't know specifically who you're talking about, but I know the look you're talking about, and it's fucking sick. Flannel around the waist might go down. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Grunge style, 90s.
Who cares, dude? So wait, you're in Alaska, and you're like, I gotta shave my fucking head today. Like, how's that work?
Yeah, well, it was just getting super long, and it was like I could put my bangs in my mouth type thing.
Okay.
But I had kept shaving the sides and the back for so long. The top was just like so long, and like I kind of had like a hard part and like all this stuff, and I was just like so over it, and I knew like I had no chance to grow it out the way I wanted unless I just started from scratch.
It's crazy how like you can accessorize your hair, right? Like how you can get like the fucking hard part and like the fucking shaved head, like the shaved sides with the fade, and like do the back a certain way. Did you ever get like the eyebrows?
Never.
No, I couldn't do that.
You kind of got a natural one going on almost.
No, it's not. It's not.
Kinda.
No,
there's
it's not
there.
my scene, dude. I think I definitely wouldn't. You know, there's like it's crazy that like what's coming back, bleached tips. You had bleached hair for a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
You weren't. Are you going back or?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's kind of a weird move. The sublime bleached shaved head.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird.
That's straight like old school Eminem.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird move, but it's a move.
That's like a hardcore scalp decision because you're bleaching your scalp.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And that's not fucking, dude. So you and I both indulged in this quote unquote scene. I don't want to use fashion, but we both used to bleach. Did you bleach your hair back then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I put streaks in that scene hair.
Yeah.
You know it.
Okay, so there was a night where fucking all the homies were bleaching their hair together, and dude, I think it was Andrew Fujii, dude. Andrew Fujii had like, so the way I bleached my hair, I've only done it once, and I just kind of like took bleach when no one was looking and just kind of fucking did it up, like, because I didn't want to, I couldn't commit. I don't know why I couldn't commit, but so I started bleaching the shit out of my hair and just ended up washing it out. And I kind of ended up with this like tiger stripe thing, and I was like, "Oh, this is chill." But Andrew Fujii left it in the foil for too long, dude, and it was like a long piece of hair, like this long, right, in a bunch, like this long, and he bleached the middle of it and folded foil over it and left it, and we opened it, and the fucking hair was like broken in half, dude.
Oh no,
it was gnarly. bleach is like
It's damaging.
it's bleach, bro. It's like a chemical fucking thing, man.
Straight up.
Shit's dangerous.
Yeah.
Did you ever like did any of your friends have swimming pools growing up?
Yeah. And they give you like that kind of like green tint or whatever.
Yeah, green tint. Green tint's not a bad move.
It's not a bad move. I had
You
green hair recently.
Yeah,
It was pretty
you kind of went chlorine tint.
Oh, you
a little
remember?
bit.
I remember I
Yeah.
saw you in Hermosa, and I was
Yeah.
rocking that straight up like blue green hair.
That was kind of a sick vibe. You're outside like jeweling with your green hair.
Yeah, I was chilling with Corey, vaping it up.
Yeah, that was that was a good
Yeah.
vibe. That was a sick vibe.
That was a good vibe.
Fuck, man. So you just got back from Alaska. You're a DIT, digital image technician. See, that's the kind of shit I look up
Okay,
before
yeah.
people come over. So like, I'm like, what
Okay,
the
so you know a
fuck's
little bit
DIT?
about it then.
No, I just know it's called digital image technician. I know that you don't play video games, but you have like the best computer for video games.
I actually just
in the
recently
world.
built a Hackintosh. So it's like a PC, but it can boot up as a Mac, and it thinks it's a Mac Pro.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just like so it's constantly set on what's it called? Intervals, or there's like a program you can use to switch your Mac to a PC. It's like a program.
Right, that
Or
is
res-
that's a virtual machine.
Yeah, I think it's called, but yours is like a
Yeah, it uses a program called Clover. Have
okay.
you heard of that?
No.
And it just basically like you can have two different types of boot drives inside it, and you can just choose what drive you want to boot from.
For sure. Oh, okay. Okay. So
It's different than like booting from the same drive, and you're talking about a virtual machine, so like an application on it that you can switch in between.
Okay. So there's people who stop by and check this and get the stream. So I'm going to have to turn actually with your right hand, push the right side of that monitor just a little bit so you can read the chat. Yeah. It'll turn. There you go.
Okay, what am I looking for?
Okay, so see right there where it says Nutty Mr. Bubbles? That's somebody watching the live feed talking. And people are going to stop in and fucking...
Who is that person? You know this person?
That is someone from the other side of the country who found my stream one night and is now following me and tunes into my streams. And that shit happens all the time.
Radical.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is like... Have you ever seen... What did you say? What the fuck? Don't smile. His teeth are straighter than me.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so now I have to introduce you. This is my buddy Chase. We grew up together. It's like we drove to the same... If now is the destination, we drove to the same place getting different ways. You know, like me and you, like we both ended up at the same place. Like we never like hung out a ton
Right.
and shit, but we were around each other
Right.
all the time. And it wasn't
We were
until
somehow hung out almost like every fucking day through different people because our best friends were best fucking friends.
I didn't have your phone number until like a year ago.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, I
A
had
year.
I had your
We
phone
were
number for a little bit.
we were in a band, bro.
We were in a band. Yeah. So we were in a band. We played Metal Fest, which is like a huge milestone, but we blew it.
Super epic. We blew it.
We blew.
We blew it.
Yeah, we blew it so hard. We didn't blow it. It was alright. I wore like a size medium shirt. There's issues with. I don't know what I was thinking.
No, Metal Fest, you wore a tank, bro.
No, Metal Fest I didn't. Corey wore a Mickey's Deli tank. I
Oh,
was
that's
in-
right. Yeah.
I wore a Sea Haven tank. Trying to be edgy, like, oh, I'm gonna be the only one at Metal Fest with a Sea Haven shirt.
Mickey's Deli tank.
But I wore it in
That shit was
size
sick.
rash guard, so everybody was just like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I just went to a metal show. I went
What'd you
to
see?
Knocked Loose, Acacia Strain.
Oh, dude, I saw your story. I saw Acacia.
Bro, Acacia Strain was like straight up scary.
They're like 80 years old and still just crushing.
It was sick, dude. Here's the thing, like about older folks, and I think everybody is kind of feeling that way too. So I think there's a big push for like health and shit, and I think like exercise and stuff has never been like more accessible. So a lot of the older dudes, I mean, they're so old to the point where if they're sitting around being a piece of shit, they're probably not going to be doing that well. I mean, like
Right.
me and you are almost 30, and the
Right,
Acacia
right.
Strain dudes are older. You know, probably 38 or
They
37.
gotta be late 30s.
Yeah. So you can't just like. So a lot of those dudes, like we still we listen to them because they're in a band, but because they're like in their late 30s, they're more prone to like be doing like older person stuff, like sustainable. So the band actually looked really healthy, and like the dude, like he's been into CrossFit and stuff. And
the singer,
no
shit.
And like,
because I remember last time I saw him, he looked a little heavy and stuff like that.
So I googled images of him because I was like, man, they look so badass, and he looks so like lit, and he's so good at what he's doing. That's the thing.
He's incredible.
You can't fake like experience like that where every time he had a water bottle, he was like fucking spraying it on it was just rambunctious, and you can't like, it doesn't matter what kind. And they opened for Knocked Loose, and it was Knocked Loose headline show, and they were so good, but you can just tell when a band has just been on stage for 15 years.
Oh, totally.
Type deal, and
totally.
and they did, and he looked really great and stuff. So my buddy Steven 197, who's just on, he films like every hardcore show ever. He had said that he's been doing a lot of stuff to take care of himself. So they were not that old. They were like what I was saying is, I think around 30 years old, I think people make a decision to be like you and I are both sober.
Right.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't talk 21-year-old me to be fucking sober. You know what I'm saying? It's like late 30s, hopefully you're doing well, because in your 30s you made a decision that which direction your life was going to go for the rest of your life.
Okay.
But the 20s, you're always a nutcase.
Yeah, especially growing up where we grew up around, who we grew up around.
South Bay, dude. I actually have a funny comment on that. Dude, I was listening to this podcast, Joe Rogan and Brandon Schaub, and the way they were both talking to each other, like, yo, man, you ever tried Coke before? And one was like, no, dude. And I was like, whoa, like, it's crazy to think that there are people out there. And for us, it was just everywhere.
Right.
You
like starting like 12 years old type shit.
It's super weird.
Weird.
I never did drugs 12 years old.
It was
an
extreme exaggeration, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like, I'm talking like 15 years old. Like you're seeing that shit around.
15, it was around, and then I don't know. Yeah, I was excited to have you on this month because this month is my 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and countdown, 15 days. I'll be 180 days sober.
Yeah, you're telling me that's incredible, man.
Which is crazy.
I haven't gone above 6 months in a long time.
Really?
Yeah, last time I was sober but made it to 6 months and started drinking again.
Yeah, for sure. That's usually the one, right? It's weird that why do you think that's always the one? Like, why do you think it's always like, yeah, dude, I made it 8 months and then I fucking snorted smack again. It's never that. It's always like, yeah, man, and then I had a beer. But it's like, why do you think that is? It's always beer. Like, is it the gateway? The gateway relapser?
No, I think it's just that it gets you out of the mindset of like the importance of being sober. You know what I mean? And once you break that, you have nothing to really lose. So you might as well go hard.
Yeah, for sure. I've done this 6 months without, dude, Nutty Mr. Bubbles. Can you do me a favor? Can you look and can you manage the chat for me since it's far from me? So every time, just right there. Just look up on the screen, and if he asks you a question, you have to answer it. Because I usually, and it's fun to get my guests involved in that. Usually it's me like, oh man, this guy wants to know blah, blah, blah. So just keep your eye on that.
Okay.
That might be the last chat.
All right, I'm not seeing any questions, a lot of statements, but.
So I think drinking.
I think that's a cat in a trash can.
That might be a cat in a trash can. I'll have to put all. I'll check everything after this. Yeah, it's weird that everybody goes back to drinking. It's weird that drinking is like easily one of the dumbest things you can do to yourself. It just seems like nothing sick happens to anybody who's super drunk, but it's advertised everywhere. It's like
right. It's just so socially acceptable, and all your friends could just let loose with no judgment, pretty much.
And I think like breaking that understanding is the hardest part about going sober. Is like. Is getting out of that mind frame that it's just a beer. You got to kind of hold it at a high regard. And I was never like, I'm outside of a program right now. I'm strictly doing straight edge hardcore, which is the shit. Because it's just like a bunch of pissed off music telling you to fucking get a grip and live your life for yourself.
Right,
and stuff.
right.
It's kind of
a minor threat.
It's a good move. And going to shows and shit and seeing everybody else that's straight edge and stuff, like, Like I'm seeing Have Heart this year, which
Okay.
is quite arguably like one of the most important straight edge bands of our time to
Right.
me.
Some of the most iconic live
yeah.
shows.
And it'll be like just before it'll be a couple months before my 1 year, and I'm going with Andre, who's also sober.
Awesome.
So it'll be a pretty special moment.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm running my mouth too much, so I'm gonna ask you, how many times have you been sober?
Countless. I mean, the first time I got sober, I was 16, and my parents had just fed up with my shit, so they kind of sent me off, and I came back, and I got 18 months sober. And I was like, going to meetings and all that stuff, and it kind of was cool because you'd meet so many other, kids that were just total, like, shitheads, and, like, you just had something to bond over, and it was kind of fun, but
Yeah.
you can't take it, as serious as it needs to be at that age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
For
it's just not, you don't understand it yet. You don't understand where the stuff could take you. And how you would really feel as an adult,
Right.
Waking up one day realizing you messed something up and it could have been something big.
Yeah.
Waking up too late for an important meeting or like some shit like that. So, I mean, I've been sober, I've got to be more than 10 times.
Wow.
And over, 18 months was the best I ever made it. And then I made it like a year one time. One time I made it 6 months, which was my most recent time when I was living on Grant with Topher. And then, just keep throwing it away, because my biggest problem is weed. Like, I love weed, right? So it's so hard to stay sober, and it's like all your friends are like smoking, and you've all this time, and it's like there's not that much pressure to stay off of weed. You know what I mean? Because it's like you could smoke weed all night, and you could be fine the next day. Yeah. But like I was saying before, it's you get out of that mindset of sobriety, and you're just gonna go hard and do a bunch of stupid shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it seems like when an 18-year-old is forced to be in a position where they're sober, and I use the word forced because it never is like, to be able to say, like, to do the math and calculate the trajectory in which your life is on, and to realize the shit's not going to work. Like, one day somebody's going to get hurt, and if it's not me, it's going to be somebody else.
Right. And you feel invincible because you're a kid anyways. You don't feel any health.
Right.
Shit.
It takes a certain kind of maturity to really put yourself in that kind of mindset, and that's why I think it's difficult for teenagers to find themselves taking a situation like that seriously, is because that really is a mature situation that those are mature shoes you're trying to put on just a fucking teenager,
Right, totally.
The frontal lobe in your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you think you know what you're doing as 23, I mean, now that I'm 28, looking back at 23, I definitely understand that I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but if you asked me back then, I would have told you that I'm a mature adult. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's wild. So I would say that, or I got to ask, do you think that you being in a position where you were forced to get, so like my question is in quality over quantity. Do you think that if you had been sent away less or tried to get, do you think that you went sober less times but more effectively, like would have gotten more? Do you think it's harder for you to get as many days as you can because of how many times you frequently have attempted to be sober?
I do.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, it makes sense.
For me, there's a lot of pressure riding on me because this is my one time. Not pressure because I love it and I go with the flow and it's all good.
Right.
But because this is my first real time, this is the first time I've got 180 days. You know what I'm saying? And because it's the first time, it's easier to hold on to, I feel like, rather than
I do
I've done
agree.
this before.
I agree. Yeah, because it's like once I get to a year, maybe I'll be like, you know what, I've already had a year before. You know, no big deal. But
I'm just turning up the gain on your mic real quick.
Maybe that'll all change also once I get more time than I've ever had. So,
and that's a month and a half, or that's a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man. Where do you stand on CBD? There's Ken's. You could say what up.
What up?
Are you going to yoga?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a good time, babe.
Nice to
I'll see you when you're done. Hold on. I see that you're talking kind of quiet, so I'm gonna turn up your gain just a motherfucking little bit.
All right, my bad.
No, you're all good. All right, let's try that. Cool. Are you going to what's this fool saying?
He said you should put a guard on that edge. His jawline could fucking cut me. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, he's fucking sick. He like is infamous for hitting on all of my guests. Like, it's so funny.
Okay.
Because people of all walks of life come in. Like my Colombian friend came over and was like playing soccer with me, and he was so delighted. He was like, because he was complimenting him and shit, and he was like, "Thanks, bro." It was so funny, dude.
Well, I appreciate it.
Are you going to AA or anything?
I did go to some meetings while I was up in Alaska.
You did?
I did. It was so rad.
Really?
I'm talking like super small groups. Like I went in there. I'm like the youngest dude by like 20 years.
Really?
And there's like 6 people and we're like sitting around a table. I went to a meditation meeting. Have you ever been to one of those?
No, but
That is a trip, bro.
Really?
Yeah. So I walk in and, well, first day I go, super rad group. And they're like, tomorrow we're doing a meditation meeting. And I was like super skeptical, but I was like, fuck it, I'm coming. So I went and we get in there, you know, they do the little like meeting opening stuff, like where they like read off, you know, the standard shit. And then they're like, all right, guys, like 25 minutes, we're going to meditate. We're going to put on some like trickling water bullshit. And like when you hear a ding, you're good or whatever, right?
Trickling water bullshit?
Yeah. And they're like after you're done meditating, we're going to go around the room and like share your meditation experience. And I'm like, all right, like I've meditated probably like 5 times in my life.
For
right?
sure.
You know, and it's like not something that I'm against or anything. I don't think it's weird. I think it's totally awesome. But like, I just have never been super interested in it. I don't know why. I'm just not, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of went into it like not knowing what to do really. But I think I kind of got like a pretty good meditation in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
So and this is the first time in your life that you've had an effective meditation?
Maybe... Yeah, I would say it was my best. I wouldn't say it's the only effective one, but I'd say it was the best time.
You know, something happens, man, like taking those big ass like deep breaths to the dome. That's, I mean, if you can just like that will, I mean, scientifically or biologically, whatever, putting more oxygen into your body like that
Yep.
will naturally relax you. You could ride that feeling enough and convince yourself that meditation is working, you know, then that's a good that's a good kindle to start the flame, you know.
Have you ever heard of Wim Hof?
Yes, so
Okay,
I'm very familiar with the Wim Hof method.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that fool up there in a Speedo fucking breathing in ice or what?
Yeah, you know, he climbed to like the Everest base camp with
Yeah.
like sandals on or
I'm
something
very
like
familiar. Yeah, he's got camps like that he does, and he's super into ice baths and stuff.
Right.
Have you seen him roll his stomach and
Yeah.
generate the heat inside of him?
I've done one of his like videos where it's like a breathing technique. I don't know if you've ever like looked into those YouTube vids. They're pretty sweet, and like it's like a technique to help you like hold your breath longer and stuff.
For
so
sure.
like you're like breathing in super heavy and like breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and then like you hold your breath for like a minute, and you could feel like all the oxygen in your body, like, and you could hold your breath longer than normal.
Really?
It's a total trip.
For sure.
Yeah,
And
he's pretty rad.
so meditation and this meeting. Let me back this ass up a little bit. What made you want to go to a meeting out there?
Well, a buddy of mine that was doing the job that I was doing, he's actually the dude that got me the job. He was, he sent me out there, and he's also, into that kind of stuff. And he was like, yo, dude, there's a cool meeting around there. Like, you should check it out.
In a meditation or
No,
sobriety?
just sobriety in general.
For sure.
You know, and like, so I just took his advice and went out there and checked it out.
For sure. And you were the only one on your production team who went?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. So you just showed up to this building and everybody was... I've never been to a meeting before, so I don't know the first name. My mom is in recovery. I guess once you're always in recovery. I don't know the fucking terms, but once you're...
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, my dad is like almost 11 years.
Okay,
So
so my mom kind of has a casual drink every now and then, which is weird, but it's not, but like 10 years had passed since that first drink. But now she like, I don't know. I think she rewired her shit. I don't know.
I think that's possible.
Yeah.
I believe in it.
I don't know. But I know that I grew up with kind of a negative connotation at AA. And so I found an alternative method that worked for me. But I wish that there's no camaraderie sitting and listening to hardcore by yourself. But my mom's experience of going to these meetings was she'd show up, talk a little bit about what she's going through, and often it was inadvertently challenged by somebody else who had felt that their problems were worse than hers. So she would be like, I'm going through, like, this happened, and see, I've never been, so I don't know the vocabulary, but she would say something, and she said that sometimes she felt like somebody else who is recovering would challenge her experiences.
One-upper kind of thing?
Yes, exactly. It would one-up her experiences and been like, almost, oh, you think you got it bad.
Right.
Like, listen
yeah,
to
we
what
call that like war stories. We're like, man, that meeting was full of a bunch of war stories, bro.
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah.
And I feel like there's dark energy there. You know what I'm saying?
There's some.
Yeah, and I feel like it's much better to like maybe surround yourself with constructive people talking about positive things they've been through and stuff, you know? So I've always been kind of nervous, especially when I was starting. Now I'm rock solid. I don't think that I'll ever move back to where I was. But yeah, I was kind of nervous at first, like going to a meeting, and I feel like I'm very empathetic, I think it is, when you feel for somebody else.
Right, that's empathy.
And dude, I just see myself leaving these meetings feeling like, I don't know, deflated.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that, but I mean, sometimes you go to meetings and you don't like it and you just don't go back to that one. But sometimes you go to a meeting and you're like, yo, these people are rad. Everyone kind of is like on the same level, super dope.
For
and
sure.
Like, yeah. So you just go back to those.
We were going to start a meeting ourselves.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still fucking down for that.
Are you down for that?
Yeah, dude, why the fuck wouldn't I be down for that, dude? Sobriety has changed my life. You can see on my Instagram when I decided to go sober and everything that's happened since then. So before that, it was all like selfies and, yo, what's up? My people in the building. Oh, shit, are they running your...
What's a full-time dit?
A DIT.
So we call it dit sometimes.
Love the new graphics. Thank you, man. And new month, new graphics. So, real quick, Chase. So, you'll see like that one in the frame over there. That was for March. That one up on the whiteboard up there. See the print up on the whiteboard?
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
That was for April. So, every month, and you'll see how the art that you've given today.
Yeah, this one's so rad.
It corresponds with, see the layout of the stream. So every month, the actual layout in the stream up there in the window, every month. So like this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So like art school project, this is like something to keep me working, is like every month I pick a fucking charity, and I'm like, okay, like that was brain injury awareness. So I kind of have like, I don't know, metaphorical, kind of a skeleton weirdo walking down the street, dude. Child Abuse Awareness Month is the squirt gun in defense of a difference, defending like kids against abuse.
Okay.
And then this month is Mental Health Awareness. So there's the brain. So every month I pick a charity based on what, and it's as simple as me Googling what awareness month it is. I'll pick one that I think is most impactful, and I will assign myself an art project based on that. Find a charity, brand brand a piece to that charity, and create not only prints for it, but everybody in my Discord who subscribes to me gets a wallpaper. So I'll save that out in a wallpaper size, digital wallpaper. I think I saved PNG. So you get all these things, but every month it's a new, new layout. and shit. So that's what he's talking about when he says like the new graphics.
Love the new graphics.
Oh, dude.
Dope.
Oh, and the motherfucking bits. Yo, thank you, brother. So Zod, he just gave us bits. He cheered us, and we couldn't hear because we
So what are bits?
they're like a digital currency. So it's like little tips. It's like if this is the strip club and people are throwing ones at us and shit,
Oh,
people
dope.
will do it. So like my buddy Christian finished his Avalanche story the other week, and some people threw some tips out. You know, but all my
I saw some of that the first time, I think.
So, but here's the thing: is like for every new follower that this stream gets, I should actually pull up. So thank you for those bits. I fucking love you. So for every new follower, which I should keep an eye on that, I donate $1 towards the charity we picked at the end of the month. So at the end of the month, so this month is Mental Health Awareness Los Angeles. I try to pick every charity local because I believe everybody should just work on their neighborhood, their street. If everybody worked on their street or their neighborhood, you know, the world would be a better place. So I try to do everything locally because, like, I don't know, man. I got this theory, like, what was it? Fuck, I just thought of this fucking the best theory in the world, but it was along the lines of, like, you shouldn't... Oh, I got it. So when I made the stream, everybody wants to blow up with the stream. Everybody wants 3,000 fucking viewers a stream and blah, blah, blah. But my focus is like with my friends and my family. I need to win them over. Because one, this is my analogy, motherfuckers. I said, why would you want to be president if you can't even be mayor, bro?
Okay,
You know,
I got that.
You guys see what I'm saying?
I love
so
it.
I try to tackle everything locally, handle everything in small numbers. So like I'm making an effort this month for everybody in my Discord, which is like if you subscribe to me, $5 a month, would you subscribe through Twitch? You get an invite so long as your Twitch is linked to your Discord. You will get an invite to my Discord, and that's where you get that's where I can do like digital artwork. You know, we have a sobriety channel in there called Clear Thought Crew.
Dope.
And that's like, and it's locked. So you just let me know if you want to be invited to it. And that's where something, because a lot of some of our viewers are like, I mean, as young as 15, 16 and stuff. So I want that to like be constructive for everybody, you know, and that's anywhere from like, if, you know, you don't want to fucking hang out with the kids who are smoking pot behind the gym after school, you know, if you don't want to blah, 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 I want to create an environment where people can, you know, maybe, because I know what it's like to be the kid behind the gym smoking pot, and I definitely know what it feels like to wish you weren't the kid back then behind the gym smoking pot. I wish I was doing homework, you know? I wish I hit the fucking books. I wish I went to fucking serious ass school. But maybe I can offer some advice. So we have like the Clear Thought Crew is the channel in there. We have all this shit going on, but yeah, so what I'm trying to do right now, my mission with the stream is try to cater to everybody within immediate reach the best I can, instead of like trying to blow up Michael Jackson, you know, trying to go worldwide and shit like that. That's not my view. My view is like right now I have 137 followers on Twitch. I want all 100. I don't want one more motherfucking follower until I know that 137 of my followers are satisfied with me, with following me. You know what I'm saying? Because why the fuck, you know, like if I can't handle 137, I got no fucking business with 500, let alone 1,000, you know, let alone all this big time shit. So I don't know how
I like what you're putting down.
That's pretty much the philosophy behind the channel right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Fuck. So are you gonna still go to meetings out here?
Maybe. I'm sure I will every now and then. I don't think I'm gonna be the type of person that goes every day or like has a schedule of going and things like that. I have a little bit of hesitation with it because of the kind of mindset you stay in when you're going to meetings all the time. It's kind of like they're always throwing it in your face like you're an alcoholic, you're an addict no matter what, and you'll always be an addict.
That's a
you'll
dark
always
energy.
you'll always be an alcoholic no matter what you do. So you you need us. You have to come back here and you have to listen to our shit every day, or else you're gonna fall off. And it almost seems like that's why people fall off when they don't go, because they believe that shit, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, but I also think it's very important to have a sober support group, to have people around you that are sober, and have friends that are like into the same shit. You know what I mean? Like always being like the lone wolf and being the only sober dude like in your crew, it makes it tougher. And
that shit's fun, dude.
it's fun. It is fun, but at the same time, like you want to have some people you could connect with about that subject.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel that. Why don't you let me be that fool for you?
You are.
Yeah. Why don't you? Well, you did. You got to 33 days and you hit me up.
I got 40 today.
You did?
Yeah. What up,
Knuckle
dog?
that.
So with that.
Hey, dude. Yeah, I was. You know, I got to a certain point where me and you we were just on different schedules, because me and you had both talked about going sober a couple of times together.
Right.
And you had been going through whatever you were going through in your life, and mine, and we just weren't synced up yet. But now I feel like we're both sober and we are both syncing up.
I think so.
And you think that this time is going to be the go time, or?
I think we're already doing it.
For sure. Yeah, 40 days is something. Dude, the 30 days is...
That's tough.
It's tough.
You still got that weed in your system.
First 3 days is fucking shitty.
Oh, man.
Fuck. Hold on, let me catch up with this chat. Let me see what the boys are up to. My bad, everybody. Hold up. Don't put Chase and the word strip club in the same sentence. Oh, my Lord. Can I join Chase's sober support group? Benny Bubbles loves you, bro. All right, yeah, my cousin was addicted to heroin, and he's in one of those groups a month sober. That's sick, dude.
Hell
dude,
yeah, good for your cousin.
I remember him telling me that he wishes his cousin would get some help, because my fucking poor followers have heard me talk about vegetarianism and fucking sobriety like every fucking stream. And I'm scared. It scares me.
You get a lot of people on here that are into that?
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter, like, because I don't think that I want everybody to live their own life. I only know what's right for me. You know what I'm saying? But, like, people will chime in, you know, and I don't know, everybody, it's kind of a weird opinion, I think. I think that, I don't know. I mean, when you talk about being vegan, do a lot of people be like, hey, right on, man?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
usually just keep it on the down low. You know what I mean? Someone offers me, like, hey, you want some chicken? I'm like, no, I'm cool.
That's important.
I'm not like, no, I'm vegan, bro.
That's kind of important not to, like, make it a thing, dude. Because
you don't want to give bad names to the vegan community.
Well, because if you say you're a vegan, like, then you're in that fucking joke that, like, oh, of course you told me you're a vegan,
I know,
bro.
exactly,
Yo,
right.
for sure. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, I like there's, like, I'm not eating meat right now, and, like, I'll get up at 5:30 to meditate and shit, and I'll have yoga the same day of all that, and I can't tell anybody any of that shit, bro. How was your day today? Oh, I woke up, meditated, didn't eat meat, and then went to yoga. Everybody's like, oh, and you're growing out your man bun right now? And I'm like, fuck, dude. So I got to keep everything on the DL.
Yeah, that's sad. I think that's all going to change in the world pretty soon, bro.
Dude, all it is for me is, like, I honestly, so the thing was with me is, number one, I can't stand, there's got to be something to it. Everybody says that you can't train on a meatless diet. And this is me pretty much being like, yeah, right. I want to see for myself if that's the case. I don't think it's the fucking case.
Dude, the most shredded I've ever been was vegan, bro.
Really?
Straight up.
You know who I saw on your neck of the woods? I don't know how I came across the name. Charles?
Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie Snodgrass.
Yeah. He's super vegan.
Oh, super vegan.
Military.
And he used to make fun of me, bro, all the time, dude.
Really?
All the time. Like, I was super hardcore vegan. You know, I'd have, like, my so tight punk rock fucking sweatshirts on with vegan patches all over it, and he would just talk so much shit.
So you used to be, like, big time vegan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Super hardcore, bro.
For how long?
For a long time. Like, I mean, when I was 15 was the first time I was a vegan.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was all into that super, like, crust punk, fucking, like, anarcho-punk shit.
Yeah.
And all that shit was, like, animal liberation, fucking
were you a
vegan
leftover
shit.
crack fan?
Oh, dude, what up, dude?
Yeah.
There's shows are out of control. I actually, well, they always have their last show, but you know,
That dude's always so funny. He's like, yeah, go vegan, like, and smokes crack rocks. It's it's so nuts.
Well, there's a little bit of like beauty to that because it's like you care more about not, you know, impacting other creatures' lives, but it's
I
like
got
you can,
that.
if you're doing drugs, you have control of what you're doing to yourself.
Yeah, you're
You
fucking
don't want to
yourself
control
up.
what has happening to other lives.
For sure.
So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, man.
Because I mean, I've been there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of like my buddy Ian was telling me about this. So there's a straight edge movement, XVX, which is vegan straight edge, and like
I can get with that.
it was a shirt that's at XVX, and it was like, if you're gonna break one, break edge. Like it's more important to like fucking do drugs than it is to eat. I kind of duck all of that shit because like just like you said with AA, I think like once I start getting like involved in a community where I feel like I owe loyalty to anything, you know, just because that's the way it is. I'm much easier just like day to day. I'm just gonna work, not eat meat today, you know, and then that's most effective for me, you know. As soon as I join the rallies and shit, like I start feeling the pressure on me, you know, and I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
starts fucking stressing
Like you got no
me out.
chance.
Yeah, it starts stressing me out and shit. But if I'm just like at home and like decide, you know, like I'm not gonna put cheese on this shit again, you know, I'm gonna go with the almond milk again. Like I can do that forever.
Totally.
You know. The milk's kind of fucking weird though. Milk's always kind of been a little weird. I used to drink
Milk trips me out, dude.
Milk trips me out, bro. And you know what did it to me is Tim and Eric.
Awesome show, great job.
Yeah.
What up?
The fucking awesome show.
I got a
great
good story
job.
about Tim though. when you're
Okay.
done.
So there's a scene where they're like they're giving away prizes, and one of them is like raw milk, and it's like there's like blood in it,
Right.
and it's
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't remember the episode, but it
Okay.
sounds familiar.
It's like a yellow fucking fluid up top, and then the bottom is like super white and thick, and there's like blood in the middle of it. It was fucked up, and ever since I was like, ooh, like, is that what it looks like when it comes out of the cow?
I mean, it's an exaggeration, but yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely an exaggeration because it definitely comes out most of the time looking like milk. But it just
Right, but it's just filled with
it
nasty
just
shit.
freaks me out. Besides, almond milk's kind of dank,
Dude, almond milk is dank, bro.
It
You fuck with the
ri-
vanilla? I
Dude,
fuck with it.
Dude, I fuck with unsweetened. I fuck with the shit that
I
just
fuck with the
tastes
original
like almonds.
sometimes.
That just tastes like.
But I
fucking
like that
almonds.
vanilla shit. When you use it for cooking in place of milk, you got to get that vanilla in there to get that sweetness, bro.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I kind of trip out on sugar. Sugar is like my one thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't eat any, not really a lot of candy is like vegan. So I don't eat a lot of sugar.
yeah. See, that's the thing is like, I feel like I could eat it. Yeah, I guess you're right. Why? Hold on. What's this say? Yeah, my cousin. Milk seems more refreshing than water to me. Yeah, you gotta cut that shit out, dude.
That's hardcore, dude.
That's what you gotta cut that shit out, dude. You know what's so motherfucking refreshing is goddamn fucking San Pellegrino, bro. I fuck with that.
Dude, I fuck with sparkling water big time.
LaCroix.
Oh, boy. Dude, on set, dude, they always have LaCroix, so we
It's
call
the
ourselves the LaCroix boys.
That's it. LaCroix gang.
You already know. LaCroix boy.
Christian Lanley came over. He's sober too. And Christian Lanley came over, tell me his avalanche story, and brought like a 12-pack of LaCroix, and like we crushed them.
No,
and, like,
dude.
there were beers. It was so sick. We were like, had cans all over. It was fucking tight, dude.
Just a couple months ago, I was on a job with my buddy Dustin, and I don't know if you saw it on my story, but he shotgunned a LaCroix on set.
Yes.
And he throws it on the ground
fucking tight.
afterwards.
I'm not a huge fan of the pamplemousse. I'm just going to go out there and say it.
It's
But
my girlfriend's nickname sometimes. I call her
Pamplemousse?
Pamplemousse.
Oh, okay. Is it pamplemousse or
I think it's Pamplemousse.
I think-
Pamplemousse.
Is that just a grapefruit?
It's French for grapefruit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I fuck with coconut. The coconut one.
I don't fuck with that. I don't like that.
Why the fuck? Then everyone stopped drinking them, so there's a surplus, so we can get it in. I don't drink it like water though. LMAO. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of see. I used to down it when I was a kid. I used to fuck with it, but then I started thinking too much, and then somebody told me that there's a bunch of sugar in it, and it fucked me up. I was like, wait, this shit comes out looking like Tim and Eric, fucking style.
All right.
There's a fuck ton of sugar in it. They bleach it. Like it just seemed problematic to me. And then once I got over like what do you mean almond milk, bro? Almonds can't have milk. Then I was like, I got over that and had a cold ass glass of almond milk, and I was like,
What up?
it's on.
I love it so much more than soy milk.
I have not
So
even
much
fucked
more.
with soy milk because I don't know. I've heard horror stories about men who drink too much soy, and
That's all bullshit, though.
Really?
Yeah, like the whole like your estrogen raises and you grow tits type of thing.
No, like sensitive nipples and you get moody.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
Really?
Well, like I've done extensive research on it, and I've
you
come to the conclusion that we don't need to worry about that.
have you ever and you fucking eat a lot of soy?
I eat soy sometimes. Like when I'm out, sometimes the only protein option is tofu, and I'll eat it up. But
well,
like
that's different. That's not what I'm saying. I mean like soy every day instead of meat.
no. Just because too much of anything's not good for you. A ton of soy isn't great for you, but you're not gonna grow sensitive nipples. I don't think.
You know what fucking sucks, dude? Is cover your ears. I'm sorry if this is gross. Beyond Meat kind of fucking gives me gas, dude, and it's fucked up, dog, because I want to love it.
Dude, the Beyond Burgers are dank.
They're so good.
They're so good.
But fuck, dude, whatever happens afterward is fucked up, dude. I don't get it. But that
It depends where you get it too.
I get it at Del Taco.
Dude, Del Taco is gonna fuck you up no matter what. You can
Del
go there and get a pile of lettuce and shit your ass out, dog. You're tripping.
But they got the bean burritos, and you just have them fucking backhand pass a fucking little scoop of fucking Beyond Meat in there, and it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Beyond Meat's so
I haven't had it there yet, but I've heard from
really?
you. I've heard from you.
Yeah, it's really good. So that was easy. I was doing that a lot. Some would argue too much. I was doing I was doing it a lot, yeah. But yeah, I bailed off of that, and well, I just kind of the best is grocery shopping, right?
Absolutely,
the best
dude.
is just
Absolutely.
is just going.
I'm all about the bean life, dude. Bean medleys, bro.
dude,
Black beans, pinto bean, kidney bean, red bean, like all that shit, dog.
You shoot that shit up in the arm, dog. Black bean juice. I love, dude. So at the Kettle in Manhattan Beach, they have a black bean burger.
Oh yeah, I love those. And there's usually like some quinoa up in there. It's like black bean quinoa.
It's fucking crazy.
It's really good, but sometimes I gotta watch out for those because they put egg in it to bind it all together.
Oh,
so
weird.
I always gotta ask if there's egg in that shit. Yeah,
it's a veggie burger.
and also usually when I go places, they butter up the bun and like shit like that. So I gotta like watch out for a lot of stuff like that.
You gotta fucking hit them with some what the fuck? Oh,
exactly.
Dude, there's a I feel like this is all we've been talking about, but it's either this or sobriety, motherfuckers. They're Modern Times Brewery. They have
Is that near here?
it's in LA, but their whole tap room, the food is fucking. Oh, do you know Andrew Fujii?
I know him a little bit. Yeah, from
Dude, he has his own restaurant. He's the head chef at Brewport here in El Segundo.
no way.
And he has vegan tacos, Beyond the Butcher tacos.
Wait, where's it at?
Here in El Segundo.
Okay.
And it's fuck. I just dropped my city name here. Don't come fucking look for me. I know jujitsu. Yeah, dude. He makes vegan tacos, and they're fucking off the dank.
Off the hook. I'm down to go with you sometime.
I love super good vegan food. It's fucking. It's not only. Sorry, dude. I keep fucking with my camera. I think I'm feeling next upgrade is a little fucking light coming my direction, y'all. Well, let me see if I can see what I can do here. Oh yeah, is that your face, Chase?
No, I think I'm straight.
Okay. Or I can fucking bounce it off of the thing. No, because that's giving me the "Are you afraid of the dark?" look.
It's the Blair Witch look, bro.
Yeah, whatever. Deal with it later. So fuck, man, you've been vegan fucking multiple times.
Multiple times, off and on since 15. But I think like an accumulative, maybe close to 10 years of
Really?
like time spent in my life, either vegetarian or vegan.
Yeah, because you sent me a picture of a post-workout vegan thing, and it was not amateur vegan. It was,
oh no, dude.
It was signed professional.
Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah, that's heavy
No,
research
yeah,
vegan.
you sent me some straight up fucking, I don't know, some Go Green fucking influencer shit, dude.
Yeah.
What was that, dude? Yeah, it was like a tomato tossed in balsamic vinegar.
No.
like
That was actually red bell
with like
pepper. That was diced red bell pepper, bro.
With like a cabbage, like fucking garnish.
Not even, dude. It was bomb though. I
Yeah,
don't
it
remember
looks
which one I sent you, but I was cooking all my own food while I was up in Alaska
That's
because
tight.
we get these really badass rooms that have like a whole kitchen set up and shit.
Kitchenettes.
Yeah, exactly. And they give us a per diem for per day for food. So they give me like $65 a day to feed myself.
65 a day in
Yeah,
Alaska.
Yeah, dude. So it's 15. What I think it's 15 for breakfast, 20 for lunch, 25 for dinner. Yeah, 60. There you go.
Okay, I just went to the grocery store the other day and got $40 of grocery for the week, bro. So what the fuck are you doing with $60?
Well, most people don't cook like I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm cooking all my meals in the room because I'm not going out, finding bomb ass vegan food, being in these little ass towns in like remote Alaska.
Really? Yeah.
There's like Thai food, and you
Hey,
get that a couple times, and you're
and
straight.
you're good to go because then you got the Del Taco-itis. What else? Do you eat a lot of because a lot of the shit up there like fat is a big staple up there in Alaska, right?
What do you mean?
Like Eskimos and shit, don't they cook with a lot of fat?
That I don't know. I don't know much about that.
Outside your realm. Yeah, there's a lot of comments right there. What's Desolate Slayer saying?
Uptime?
Uptime. Oh,
Stream time?
I think he's
What?
stream time. Stream time. Oh, I could just tell you. I don't know if I have any commands set. So there's commands you could set. 51 minutes. See, that's already been 51 minutes. Dude.
Holy shit.
That's what I'm fucking saying, bro. Is the shit just
There's not enough time.
What's that?
That's not enough time.
It's not enough time, but it's not over yet. It's over when she tells you it's over. So, you're a fucking DIT guy. So let's talk about something that these knuckleheads can understand. So you do what?
Okay, I work on set. I usually work on commercials or TV shows. Sometimes I'll do like some indie movies or stuff like that. And what I do is it all depends on the job. There's like a lot of different things a DIT can do. Sometimes I do what's called live grading. So I take like the signal from the camera and I color the signal live so that everyone on set is monitoring the footage with like the cinematographer's vision of what the color should look like. Because I don't know if you're familiar with cameras and stuff. With like professional cameras, you shoot and it shoots what's called log color space, which means it's like all gray, kind of like gray looking, like there's not a lot of color to it. And that makes like a lot of flexibility. So when you're in post production, you can add a lot of colors to the footage without making it look all crazy and nuclear, like, cheaper cameras. But so
My work shoots with a Sony FS5.
okay, I'm pretty familiar with that camera.
Okay.
The TV show I just did was FS7s, so it's kind of like the sister of the FS5.
Yeah, sorry
Couple
about
of-
that.
couple
Sorry
extra
about that,
features.
Chase. So
The FS5 is a professional
it's-
camera, dude. That's like a $12,000 camera.
It's the way we handle it is we could use some work. So they shoot you. That's pretty cool. So they almost shoot you like almost an empty canvas of picture.
Right.
And you
the
feel-
signal comes to me and I'm on my cart and like I got all these programs I could run to make the signal colored.
And do you do it live? When you do it live, which you do, right?
I don't do it as much anymore, but I have.
Why would you need to? Is that just to reduce post production time?
Sometimes. Also, it's for sometimes I do what's called transcoding footage. So when I take all the memory cards out of the camera, right? Download it onto hard drives for the editors. But sometimes the footage we shoot is very large files. Like say we shoot in like a raw, codec or something like that, right? Like format. Then the editors would need a crazy ass computer to be able to sit there and edit with that footage, right? So I compress it and do what's called transcoding and like turn maybe like say we're shooting 8K and I'll make it into a 1080 file so like the editors can like work with it, but the files have the same name so that later on they plug in the 8K when they're done cutting. But my transcoded files have the color that the cinematographer or the director intended for the shoot, so that when they're cutting and they're showing clients the cuts and all that stuff, the color is similar to what the end game is going to look like. And then later on when they go to a finished colorist, they have a reference and they look at my color and they think this is kind of where we're going to start with it.
Oh shit! So you're just a step in the production process.
Exactly.
does
I am
get
the
to-
bridge between set and editorial.
So what you had said, how you compress a 1080p file.
Depending, yeah.
Yeah. Just as an example, we do the same thing with Atomos Ninja. Does that make sense?
Of course. I know all about that. That is a external recording monitor.
Okay, so
you put it on your FS5, and the
Yes.
FS5 shoots XAVCI
Yes.
codec, and then the Atomos records a sidecar of like a 422 ProRes file, right?
Yeah. It took the words right out of my mouth.
There you go.
That's fucking epic, dude. Did you went to film school when? Did you end up in film school?
I went to film school. I started in like 2010, 2010, right before 2011.
So it's been 10 years. Holy
Yeah.
shit. That's fucking crazy. What made you want to get into film, dude?
Well, growing up, my mom kind of had me do like some random like child acting and like modeling and like random stuff like that. And then like, so I kind of like grew up like being on sets and kind of like seeing that vibe. And when I was figuring out what I wanted to do with myself, I was like, what school can I go to where I don't need, because I dropped out of high school and I didn't have like a high school diploma and all that stuff. So I was
Did you get
thinking
a GED or?
I did get a GED later on. But I just figured, what can I do to get myself on a fast track to something? Because the film school was it was like an accelerated associate's degree program. So it was like a year and a half or 2 years or whatever. And I was like, that's quick, easy. My mom kind of like pushed me to do it a little bit. She kind of like brought me to like a orientation, and I kind of fell in love with it while I was there. And I was like, this shit's rad. And I kind of like understand the whole vibe of this shit. So like, I just kind of jumped into it.
On your Instagram, you have DIT Local 600.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Local 600 is my union. It is the Cinematographers Guild, and also for the camera department, which I'm in.
What does that mean? They have to pay you a certain amount of money so you don't get taken advantage of type deal?
Sometimes, depending on the jobs. If a job is a union job, then they do have to pay you specific union rates, depending on the budget and what type of job it is. Like commercials, TV shows, and movies all have different rates through the union. And movies have different rates depending on the budget of the movie. They have different tiers, tier 0 through like 4 or 3.
What do you think about acting, bro?
I think it is, if you're good at it, it's a fucking extreme profession, bro. It's pretty fucking serious.
It's serious.
It's dead serious.
A lot of people see the movies and they're like, dude, I want that. I can do that. I can fucking do that.
It's fucking hard, bro.
It's hard to act.
It is fucking hard.
Yeah.
Because you see people that are pretty decent at acting and you see them just fall apart sometimes on set, and they can't get the scene and they're just like losing it. And it's like, it's a pretty serious craft. But I will say some people are born with it. Absolutely. Some people can walk on set and fucking perform and like not have experience. But some people can like go to acting classes for 10 fucking years and they're just like trying so hard to like, get that muscle strong, and then they show up on set and they fucking suck.
Wow.
So, and it's tough. And there's a lot of judgment on set. You're the guy in front of the camera, and you got like 30, 40 crew members around. They're all experienced crew members. They've seen a million actors in front of them, and they're like, everyone's judging. So it's pretty tough. It's a lot of pressure.
Really? Have you seen anybody big time fucking eat dicks?
Not really. Not really.
If you're big time, there's a reason you're big time.
If you're big time, you show up. Everyone has already a ton of respect for you. And once they say action, dude, they kill it. It's just second nature, bro.
And this is without, and for all the folks watching, this is while like the green screen is up, and it definitely does not look like fucking Winterfell or whatever. I mean, this is just the production studio.
Right.
Is there anybody you've seen act that it was captivating in that environment? Like somebody who was so good that they were almost able to make you forget that you were in a production studio with the bright lights and the green screen. You were like, man, this guy is fucking something.
I'm trying to think, because I know there's been a few times where that's happened. And sometimes it's as simple as like we're shooting like this ad for like this random like a pharmacy company or something. It's like a medication commercial or something, right? You've seen those for like random like pills or something.
The cartoon fucking butterfly fucking
right. Some stupid shit like that. But sometimes it'll just be like a woman just sitting there, and she like breaks into like a character of like the story of like just whatever the product is, and you're like, holy shit, like that was some serious shit, and everyone sees it on the monitors, and they're just like, whoa, like that was it.
Really
Insane. Like I've definitely, like been watching a take and like not even realize I'm holding my breath, and then they're like cut, and I'm like, whew, like that was heavy.
Oh wow. So it has emotionally grasped you before.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's part of the craft. I mean, because you see a bunch of actors where you're like, that fool didn't get me. You know what I mean? Even though he's big, he just doesn't get me like that or something.
Yeah, for sure. You're always on the road, dude. You are always on the motherfucking road.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I do. This Alaska job has been amazing, dude. Like, I mean, who knows if I would have even made it up there without the show. And I've already been up there twice now.
What show is it?
It's called Dr. Oakley Yukon Vet for Nat Geo.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's like a reality show about a veterinarian that's like the only vet in the Yukon and gets like these super out of control cases of like wild animals sometimes, emergencies or like whatever, like she's pretty much taking care of like all the pets in the Yukon community.
How live are any of these shows? Is this one, is it ever like live? Is she really taking, is it
it's
a
not
woman?
live. I mean like live.
Not live, but like.
You mean like reality, fucking real?
Yeah, fucking real. Like that's really a wolf giving birth to a fucking bear.
Yeah, it's fucking real sometimes, dude.
Really?
Sometimes it's really fucking real. And sometimes it's so real, like she'll be like, get these fucking cameras out of my face. This shit's real, dude. Like,
really?
You know what I mean? And
but you're on the cart, so you're like.
Well, not on that job, actually. I don't bring my cart up to Alaska. But when I'm on the Alaska job, I work out of a hotel room.
You work out of a hotel?
Yeah, so I get all the footage at the end of the day, and I download all the footage to hard drives, and I transcode the footage.
So you aren't on set with everybody. You're working out of a hotel.
I can if I want to be, and sometimes I do go check it out.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of days where I just hang back, and I'm like, I'm going to do my thing, because I have a lot of work to do at night, and I work all night. So usually I'm trying to get my best rest during the day.
Work all night, like from...
Sometimes it's as much as 12 hours. Sometimes it's
from 8 to
only
8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Type deal.
Yeah.
Shit. Is your
Sometimes it's only a couple hours, and it's not too bad.
Fuck. God damn. Is that?
It all depends on how much we shoot.
Really. My buddy Sebastian, he films, like he films the Rams games and
That's
Galaxy
awesome.
and shit.
That's awesome. I would love to do live sports. That'd
Really?
be sweet. That'd be awesome. Buddy of mine's doing the playoffs.
Yeah, I could talk to him for you, if that's something that you really think that you'd like doing.
Oh, totally, dude.
It's probably competitive though, right? I mean, I don't know.
Maybe. I'm not sure if that's a union or not.
You know Tim
Tim?
from Westchester. Well, I know him from the Gillis. I don't think he lives in Westchester, but Tim Deal.
What is it?
Tim Deal.
Tim Deal.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, I know Tim Deal. We
I
did a
don't know.
fucking
I don't
indie
know.
film together like 2 years ago.
We
up in Malibu.
We played in the Gillis volleyball tournament together.
Oh,
Not
dope.
like I'm on his team, but his team's there. Dude, I just started following him on Instagram. He's pretty fucking funny. He's hilarious.
He is fucking awesome, dude.
He's fucking rad, dude.
He's a total trip on set. He's totally good energy, dude. Everyone loves him. He's just got a bunch of stuff to say, a bunch of awesome shit. He's rad.
That's kind of sick so one of the guys that helps out with us, he's in town, like helps my job out. His name's JR. He's this older dude, but he's been like across the fucking, like over in like not Somalia, somewhere in the Middle East. He's been shot at, had to wear like press pass helmets and shit.
Fuck.
He's been shot before. Just like a lifetime.
Doing press shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like filming.
Whoa.
Just he's always had a camera on him. Sorry, hold on, let me lean in. Hey, nice shit you're doing. Here, see you. Hey, nice shit you're doing. I don't know what he's saying. Are you saying later? I think he's saying later. I'm not sure what he's saying. If you're leaving, peace out, dude. I will see you later. Yeah, he's fucking been overseas and shit, and has been shot before, and you know that.
So he got tagged by a bullet?
Yeah,
That's insane.
it is super. Yeah, bye, dude.
Later, bro.
Thanks for hanging.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd take a bullet for my job.
I don't think he intentionally was like, all right, I'm here. Thanks. Could you take my bags to the hotel room? When are you guys going to shoot me? It was like a...
Because I'm down.
It was like, yeah, it was like a, oh shit, I just got shot. There's What's that fucking called, man? It's a war correspondent. Is that it? Or I think if you're a correspondent, you're the reporter. I don't know. I'm a fucking idiot.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you... And you're able to shoot a camera?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you do any... Are you pretty much... Can you do any of the jobs in the film industry?
I mean, that'd be pretty arrogant to say because, you know, there's a lot of detail to every position that people take a long time to perfect.
For sure. Sorry, everybody.
But I did do other jobs before I was a DIT. I tried, you know, cinematography myself, you know, on smaller shoots, on a ton of shoots. But cinematography on a large, big scale is pretty, it's pretty tough.
Yeah,
you have to know
sure.
a lot of shit, dude. You got to know all the camera shit. You got to know the lens shit. You got to know the lighting shit.
It's
You got to know the
nuts.
grip shit. You got to understand fucking set decoration. You got to understand everything that's going on around there.
It's nuts, man. It's not a fucking like, it's like an over the course of your lifetime thing, education, huh? It's
Totally.
Like, that's why you
there's
see like
always some shit you can learn because there's always new tech coming out and shit too, right?
Is that why you always see like there's always, and it seems like there's a look. It's always like the 45-year-old dude, cargo pants.
Exactly.
Or
He's wearing like
cargo
a fucking
shorts.
fisherman hat or some shit
Yeah,
with like
fisherman-
tackle hanging from it.
Yeah, fucking dad shoes. with,
Yeah.
like the white socks kind of bunched back down.
Oh, you
after
know
they-
him. Okay.
Yeah.
I work for that guy a lot.
Okay, you know exactly. That's the look, though.
Absolutely.
What's that industry called? The behind the camera, like behind the camera, the production. You
Just the crew.
Oh, that industry is just production crew.
The film industry. I mean, I don't really.
Yeah,
No, how else
being
to
an
say it?
actor be film industry.
Yeah, but that's he's not part of the crew. He's cast.
Okay.
There's cast and crew.
Oh fuck! And you never wanted to be cast?
There were times where I wanted to a little bit, and I did some auditioning and stuff while I was in film school, trying to like figure that out for myself.
How'd
But
that go? Because I remember you got headshots, didn't you?
right, yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
How'd that go?
It went okay. I got like a couple callbacks, and like I felt okay about it. I did some acting classes, but I just felt like I was just not willing to put in as much work as I needed to be good at it.
The next guy, you weren't as willing to put in as much work as the next guy.
Sometimes the next guy would just be naturally better, and I don't know. I just wanted to play off my strengths, and I started to understand that I had a strength in the camera department.
Really?
Yeah.
My friend Caitlin, she's coming on this month. I just saw her play. She's a working actress.
Okay.
And it was the first time I've ever seen her perform, and it's really crazy seeing someone you know personally and seeing them act and having to, like, I don't want to know every actor personally because it was hard for me to detach myself. Like, to see her in a different shade, you know, it's really crazy. It was really weird. She's like my first friend. And then I have my homeboy, Matt Daniel, who, shout out Matt Daniels. I've fucked that up since I was a kid. His last name might be plural. He's working he's working all the time. And it's crazy. It's so cool to see my friends doing like working acting stuff. And it's crazy to see. You're probably like my most accomplished crew production friend. I don't know.
Member.
Is there anybody else in our squadron who works with you?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's so weird how rare it is for people to like grow up in the South Bay to get involved in the film industry.
That's you.
It's so weird.
It's super weird.
Yeah.
But it's
I have
fucking
one
rad.
friend that I went to middle school with, my buddy Dustin, the
Really?
guy that was shotgunning the LaCroix can.
Yeah.
And he went to the same middle school as me, and he's in the camera department also.
Did you guys plan to kind of work together? Or did you guys just like, yo, what the fuck? You do this too? And
No,
then-
actually, Garrett fucking hooked us up because we were mutual friends
Garrett.
with fucking Garrett.
Fucking
And
Garrett.
he shot a music video for Garrett, like shot some footage with his camera, and was like, yo, I need someone to like help me edit this shit. And then like Garrett hit me up and he was like, yo, dude, fucking Dustin shot this shit. He's like, you remember Dustin? I was like, holy fucking shit. And so him and Garrett and Dustin came over to my pad and we sat there on my couch for like 2 days straight editing. And it was fucking rad.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's still.
That video turned out dope too.
Is it? Would you still get excited about the thought of like doing something I don't know, like outside of the whole professional realm.
Passion project?
Yeah, like just something with your buddies, like doing something silly again.
I would love to.
Oh, really?
I would love to. I just don't know if I have enough people that I'm close to that we can make a crew out of, if that makes sense. Because some money has to be spent. You know what I mean?
Somebody has to be what?
Some money has to be spent
For
somewhere on something, right?
Right.
So someone's gonna spend some money, like either we're renting camera gear or lighting or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like me and my cousin, we like get together sometimes. We talk about skit ideas for like comedy skits. Like, yo, man, we should start like a fucking page or something where, you know, like some YouTube channel where we're just making these funny ass.
Do that.
Dude, we come up with some fucking funny ass shit, bro.
I came up with a comedy bit one time. I'm not gonna say it, but it's along the lines of like, well, I don't even know if I should say it, but I have a comedy bit and I've timed it and it's about 2 minutes and 45 seconds long.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about like going up on an open mic night one night and just dropping it and whatever happens.
Oh no shit.
Happens.
Stand up.
Just one joke, 4 minutes long, open mic night, boom, wham,
And just
bam,
see if it
thank you,
fucking swishes,
and
sinks.
just see what happens, and just saying I did it and walking up and, but
I'll go with you, bro.
Spending,
I'll grab a mic and just stand there and just be like, "What's up?"
So, no, dude, you would have to. I would be so down to do comedy with you, but
Shit ain't easy.
shit ain't easy. And dude, here's the thing: is like, at this point in my life, man, I am so into working. Like, I work a thing. Like, this is a passion project, man. Like, I fucking just
Totally.
I just had an idea and was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking do this, and kind of whatever happens. And now May is all booked, and I'm already starting to get June figured out, because it turns out it's a lot of fun and it's limited down. So how this works usually is like, so this whole portion will be uploaded to YouTube, no problems, right? Because it's just me and you talking.
Mm-hmm.
After this, if like, I don't know, friends wanted to play video games or something, then we could, then I would start a new stream that would only stay on Twitch, because Twitch is cool about like playing video games and YouTube and playing music and stuff. You take less of a copyright, the ban hammer for copyright. YouTube doesn't let you do anything that's not you, mainly because I think it's the biggest, like, it's the biggest venue for people who create content to put it out there. So they're hypersensitive.
And there's a lot of money to be made there.
There is a lot of money to be made there. So the conversations, my one-on-one conversations, get put up on YouTube. And sometimes, like, I'll have buddies that be like, yo, man, let's play fucking whatever. And then I'll fire up the stream again. And that's when we put the headphones on. We have music. And then I stream using this screen. Using that screen inside of that square is where the video game will be.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But
personally, I'm not very good at video games. I don't know what the deal is with that. I just suck at video games. I am not that bad at video games. I heard you shred.
I'm okay. I'd rather do things with my friends and create stuff. My passion is creating things. Is making things, whether it be like, I don't know, anything, man. That's why this is so fun, is like, if this stream doesn't turn into anything, I won't care, because I've been able to flex my creative muscle, where it's like, yeah, it's going to start out with a logo, fade to black, this comes in,
right,
and then music and fucking whatever, and I can cut it, and I can hold myself a certain way on these social media accounts and blah, blah, blah. It's the creative thing is fun. So when I play video games happens for like 30 minutes once a week by myself. Then I'm over it, and I'm like, I don't know, my head's somewhere else. Besides like all the fucking working out and shit, not working out, call it training. All the training I'm doing, bro.
Well, yeah, you are training, man.
I was running all the time for a while, but this week is my chill out week. You told me that you were in town. I wasn't gonna do any streams this week, but you told me you were in town, and there's no way I was passing that up, because you're so jet set, fucking on the go, that I want to make sure I talk to you while you were in town.
Hell yeah, man.
You got any plans to like You start training again, or
Yeah.
you
I've
have
been
any
working out a lot.
visions?
I've been working out a lot.
You always have been working out though, right?
Yeah, but I took a year off. I took like a solid year off of working out.
Really?
Yeah, because I had some tendonitis issues in my shoulders, and plus dealing with like, trying to get sober and like all that shit. I was just out of touch with myself a little bit.
Uncentered.
I was uncentered
You're
as fuck.
off center, bro.
I was way off center. I'm
Yeah,
getting back though.
for sure. Do you have any like goals, like anything that you want to see out of yourself? Like for instance, I want to run a 10K. It's like something
That's
I
insane.
want to do. Is it? It's not.
I
want to
run a fucking marathon, bro. Straight up.
I want to run the LA marathon next year.
When is it? September?
No, it's like fucking March, dude.
March?
Yeah,
So it just happened?
it just happened.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
You want to do it?
I'll do it.
Dude, stop smoking fucking cigarettes. So stupid.
Dude, I've been smoking for like a month.
That's dumber. That's dumber.
I've been off cigarettes in the past 10 years way more than you have, dog. Sup?
I stopped smoking. I stopped hitting my friend's Juuls like a month ago. And
That's pretty heavy.
yeah, it was hard, dude. It was super hard to do. And like I would like hit my friend's Juuls and then didn't even realize it because I'm not addicted to this anymore. But my
Right.
brain,
Hand to mouth motion.
yeah, I'm not addicted to this anymore. What I think I'll always be addicted to is beneath this layer of me. Like when I smoke, something happens to my brain that goes, yeah, fucking party time, dog. And
Straight up.
my brain doesn't know that it's my fucking friend's jewel, because it doesn't naturally understand time and possession and whatever. So I'll go on living about my life, but then the next day I'm like, yo, I feel like shit. Like I'm like bummed, like why does everything seem so like dark and bleak?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not addicted to this. So I'm just like in this huge fucking emotional pitfall, not knowing why, second guessing my decisions, totally in the way of my constructive momentum, and then all of a sudden, like it's gone in 3 days. And then I hit my friend's Jewel and then I'm like, I feel the same way. And eventually it took me a couple months for me to be like, yo, man, I think that Jewel fucks up my levels, man. Like, it fucks me up. Like, I'm definitely able to give it back to you, go on about my day, not a problem.
Right.
After, I don't even know it's the Jewel. I'm just sad. I'm just, like, bummed. Like, my chemical levels are fucked.
You can spike that dopamine a little bit, and then it leaves you a little bit depleted, bro.
It's crazy.
That's just standard drug shit, too.
I was saying, like, it's so wild that, like, there's for sure, if you don't think that there's people in fucking lab coats working for companies like Juul and whatever, trying to figure out how to get you back into the fucking gas station to buy another fucking pod of that Juul shit.
Oh, dude.
You are mistaken,
Oh,
sir.
for sure, bro.
You are mistaken. There are some goddamn masterminds straight out of Stanford,
Dude,
fucking tech.
And it's got to have to do with like big tobacco and shit, right? It's like all these fools that are like, oh, we're going to lose all this business to this fucking vape industry. And they're like, fuck that. Let's get something that's right next to fucking our shit on the
Fucking
shelves.
Juul.
So it's either our shit or our shit.
That's what's so crazy, and that tripped me out. Let's go deep for a second. So that's what started tripping me out, and that's why I like started making vegan choices, because like you can't fucking trust anything, bro.
You can't trust shit,
like,
bro.
Like who? Like are
You
the
can barely even trust organic. It's like, what the
bro,
fuck,
like,
dog?
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what if? And I could trip myself out. I really liked House of Cards, so I like to trip myself out.
Dude, I love House of Cards,
It was
dude.
so good. I didn't even watch the third one.
I didn't even watch the third one.
Dude.
I swear, dude. I'm on your level, dude.
Yeah, well, Kevin Spacey was... Okay, fuck Kevin Spacey for what he did, but
Yeah,
if you don't
dude.
think Kevin Spacey was legit in House of Cards, fuck you. Man.
Yeah, seriously, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm
that
sorry.
shit was fucking awesome. Now, it's terrible what he did to that boy. I don't... obviously no one's condoning that behavior, but as a character, Kevin Spacey was legit. But I got to a point where it's like, yo, man, what if the people who are telling us that we need to eat, isn't there some connection? And I don't know, maybe fucking Captain Vegan over here, but
Talk to
isn't
me.
there a connection between like the meat industry and the pharmaceutical industry, where it's like they are the ones selling you the medication for cholesterol that you get from meat. So it's
Right.
like their meat, and they sell you. So they sell you the meat that gives you potentially gives you disease, and then they sell you the medication. Those are the same fucking.
I don't
people
know
are
any specifics on that exact specific question, but I do understand that like we got big people in big places that own multiple industries, right?
Yeah, bro.
And we already know it's a fucking fact that you can live more healthy on a plant-based diet. That's just a fucking
Is
fact,
that
dude.
fact?
That is so fact.
Because I do it as a if so facto. I fucking do it. I don't know why I said if so facto. It felt
Insto
good.
facto, I'm your boss.
It felt it felt good. Dude, hold on. You know what I could do though? I just realized, and we don't have to do it. But what I could have done, dude, is I definitely could have fucking done this as a fucking light, bro.
Yeah, you look nice.
Whatever. But that's definitely changing the vibe.
It's a soft light.
If so facto, what were we just fucking talking about? I'm a crazy ass. Oh.
We're talking about if it's proven
is
that plant-based diet can be more healthy.
Is the best for you. Is it?
I believe so, and all the research that I've done has pointed me to that direction.
Do you do a lot of research?
I do.
Ooh, fucking teach me, dog. So, number one, first of
Well,
all,
also a lot of my stuff is biased because I follow a ton of like vegan pages and shit like that, and then they post like some shit and it's like facts, and I'm like, fuck yeah, see. So I mean, like, there's some of that in there. I'll admit it.
There's a lot of but from both sides. Like, there's fools on the carnivore diet right now.
Right, but there's so much like research out there. I mean, like clogged arteries and like all that stupid bullshit that comes from like meat and like all the different diseases and red meat and like all that shit.
There's
like
heart problems in my family. There's like my dad had to go to the hospital 5 years ago for the sac around his heart inflamed. And dude, when we grew up, dude, we were eating like meat, dude. We were eating a lot of meat, dude.
Straight manwich.
Yeah, my dad's a nutcase. It was always meat, dude. Always like meat with meat. Like
yeah,
in
dude.
a tub.
Surf and turf. Fucking you name it.
Not even surfing. No surf today. Like straight up.
Turf and turf on turf.
Straight up turf war, dude.
Turf war.
It was fucking crazy, bro. And his body started piecing out on him. I actually
fuck.
Yeah, super gnarly. I actually used to take like really mental shits growing up because my dad used to give us so fucking much meat, dude. I think it fucked me up, dude. I think it fucked me up. Well, you know what else fucks you up is like, good luck with this. It's gonna suck. Trying to figure out how to shit normally again after you quit nicotine. Good luck with that, dude. That was the worst part. Everything else I could have done was the headache. Whatever. I got emotional a couple of times because your body's fucking jacked, man. Again, there are people in fucking lab coats.
Yeah, I know.
Trying to figure out how to get you back in that fucking store to buy another pack, man. It's fucking,
there's a lot of lab rats taking the heat in this process.
Yeah, there's there's a lot of emotional damage they do. They fucking, I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's straight warfare on your body to get you back in the store. But if you hang in there tight, one of the things that you have to battle once you're fucking is your fucking digestive system is just having a hard time figuring out how to get back on its feet. I still do not shit regularly, dude.
Oh, dude.
Still, it's like that's the one thing I miss, man. I don't miss anything like I miss taking a shit every day. I miss that so bad, dude. Coffee, and I was bad, dude.
Hold on, you're trying to tell me you go days without shitting?
Yeah.
There's something going on there.
Oh shit! Hold on, what's going on here? Subscribe. Oh, yo, thanks for the subscription. So, see, people subscribing.
Dope. Dude.
3 times the...
King McFly.
We're on a roll, baby. We are on a motherfucking roll right now. Hold on. Not to bring up me not being able to take a shit right now. Don't listen over there on the couch. Keep the sick-ass 3-month badge. Yo, you do have the 3-month badge, baby. Let me see. Yep, you got the fucking leaves. So, see, these are the old subscription badges.
All right.
Motherfucking 3-month subscription. You get the motherfucking leaves.
Sick. So what does that cost for 3 months?
I think you just paid $5 3 times, which is so tight. Yeah, it's so sick. So, but it's cool though. This is why I feel obligated. I don't have a donate button. Like a lot of people have a donate to my PayPal button. Yeah, tip me. I don't have one. I don't have one. I take subscriptions, and that's where like.
Why don't you just have a donate button that goes straight to the charity you're about to donate to anyways?
Okay, so I have
you
this.
think it'll...
I have this. Check this out. Somebody was saying that. Kelly, shout out Kelly Toki. Chase just fucking said your idea. Let's see, channel. Here's us being a bunch of fucking. There's you, dude. But you click this. Boom. It takes you to where you need to go. But I don't have a donate, dude. I get it. It's cool enough that
just do whatever you're doing then.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's
kind
of weird. It's kind of weird. Like, hey, donate to me, man. I donate. You know, you donate because I donate. It's kind of like the subscriptions. They make it happen.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And you'd rather put that money into that anyways.
Yeah, I'd rather have them put that money into me. And now that I'm releasing art on my Discord per each subscription, it's kind of just now I'm now giving my subscribers. McFly, did you get that fucking wallpaper, Sonny boy? So every month I need to do a better job because people are paying money, but I definitely need to be giving my subscribers something.
Totally.
Which is tight. Yeah. So this is it's a fun little thing, and then after this, I upload to YouTube, and then that's fucking it, dude.
That's fucking awesome, dude. I love it.
It's fucking chill, man. It's really fun to have something, and still, man, like I don't know like what I'm doing. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like there's sometimes like
it sounds like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, well I do.
You know what you want, you know?
I think I do. I don't know what I want. I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, again, I don't really know. Like, this is a fun way for me to communicate with people in a time where communication is just not happening with people. I mean, there's never been, cell phones are always in front of our faces. We're fucking animals, man. Like, we react best. React isn't the word I'm looking for. We respond best to the old school tribal monkey shit that we did thousands of years ago, and that's fucking sit around with each other and fucking talk, man. And that shit doesn't happen enough anymore. And I wanted try to just do a couple birds with one stone where like I don't know, man, just 6 months ago I was fucking upset trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and like was like, oh, I want to be charitable, but like I don't want to knock on doors. Hey, what's up? Do you have a minute for fucking the wildlife preservation or shit? You know, I didn't want to do it by somebody else's rules. First of all, I'm too shy. I'm too shy to do that, if you can believe that. I don't want to knock on people's doors. That's not what I
couldn't stand doing that.
Dude, it has to be on my terms. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be on home court.
100%.
I can do that shit. But I wanted to do something. I was like, where can I fucking be charitable? A graphic designer, a tech head, and I pretty much
talk to people.
Yeah, and I pretty much gave a job description that doesn't exist, and then I was like, I'm just gonna make that a job. So I did it, and I work. I don't know. I mean, you do the math. I work a full-time job. Each cast is like, I'm so bad at math. 18 interviews. These aren't interviews. These are like conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2.5 hours each. So what is that, like 40 something and some change? So a part-time job. So yeah, just fucking doing this, man. And it gets a lot of, you know, what's exciting for me is that people come on and they get to experience this. That's the best part, is that people come over, and you spend a lot of time on set, so I'm sure you're used to it, but a lot of people come over and they see the microphones and the cameras and shit and the lights, and they're like, oh fuck, like this is my big break.
Right.
You know? And I love seeing that look in their face, you know, because it really is, because everybody really is super important to me, because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm one of the luckiest people alive for everything that I got. And I'd be lying if I said that the people in my life don't have something to do with that. And I want to make it my part-time job to share my luck with the world, man. Because
Wow.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate all my guests coming this month, and I appreciate my guests last month, And I think everybody's got a fucking story, and everybody's got the same and someone out there has the same story as you. You know, someone to some little degree
Right.
has the same story as you, and maybe one day
Someone can relate and get something from it.
Yeah, get something from it, and that's yeah. I'm not after money, dude, because I don't know. Even if I had like a ton of money, I don't even know what I'd spend it on right now. You know what I'm saying? What I'm looking for is like, and that's what's kind of cool about the addict's journey, right? Is like once you're done with all that thing, you like trying to touch base back with that realm.
Yeah.
You know, that isn't this. You know, like I don't really like the God thing is whatever. I believe in something bigger than me, bigger than Andrew Olin, at least. Like the name, the body, the shell, the shell that was given to me. I don't know if it's fucking blue-eyed Jesus, you know, looking down on me or anything like that. But I definitely believe in like, okay, so like for example, I was watching. Have you seen the show Planet Earth? No, it's not Planet Earth. There's a show on Netflix right now. It's like Earth, Planet, something, the world, planet. Anyways, there's this like
It's called like life.
Something, dude. There's this fucking tulip that it's like this, I think, and a bee lands in it, right? And it feels the bee, so it closes, and I forget. Anyways, the bee has to evacuate the plant, and it does. It doesn't kill it,
Right,
but
because it's full of liquid that can like digest the bee.
not
right?
that,
That one?
no, it's not that one. What this one does is it plants a little bulb of fucking pollen on the back of the bee, so that bee, not knowing that it has the pollen in, because it's stuck like this, and the bee has to leave, and just like this, pollen rubs up on the bee's back, and it fucking bounces, and the bee bounces, and lands on another flower, and now that fucking flower is fucking sexually reproduced. That's fucking God to me, man.
Dude, that's
like,
insane.
Like you trying to fucking tell me right now that I don't know, man. That shit just bugs me out. So I definitely believe in something that's
Higher power.
yeah, but higher power is like a weird.
I know. Yeah, I had to say it.
You know, and like spirituality is like also a weird word because people like, yeah, man, like fucking watching the sunset at the beach is spiritual. I mean different. I mean those situations where like you feel something. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
I feel like it's used a lot. Spirituality. Everybody's spiritual, you know?
Right.
It'd be a spiritual days on the golf course and shit. I mean
That
like
whole one.
that real life shit. Oh shit, hold on. I haven't saved the wallpaper yet. Just sent you a resolution request in the Discord. When you get a moment, render that mofo. I will, dude. Thank you. What do you think this is all about?
What is this? What do you mean?
This whole simulation thing we got going on.
Life?
whole
The
world,
Matrix?
Yeah.
What do I think? I think that's a tough one, dude.
Yeah. All right, we'll start easy. What do you think happens when we die?
I don't
We'll start easy.
I don't
What's that?
I don't have much of an opinion on that, and I think that's kind of like, you know, I don't know, there's a beauty in embracing the fact that you just don't know.
Yes.
And don't try to fucking force yourself to tackle that with an answer.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like there has to be something that happens, right? I feel like there's got to be something. But I don't know. I mean, look how much fucking space there is, you know, and we got the fucking like the solar system and all that bullshit. Like maybe we fucking go somewhere out there, or like who the fuck knows? Like I don't understand what my opinion is, to be honest. But something happens.
You can break down like little fucking things that happen. Like there's more stars in the sky than there are grains of sand on planet Earth. Grains of motherfucking sand, bro. Somewhere
I know.
in this room right now, there is more than a few grains of motherfucking sand. Okay, like, and that's just accidental. There's grains of sand in my backpack. Okay,
Yeah.
I got like a solar system.
There's some shit in my pocket.
Yeah,
right
I got
now,
like
dude.
a solar system on accident in my fucking Herschel bag right now, and so how our planet won the lottery by being a certain amount of distance from the sun, and living in that star's living capacity. and that's why our plants don't burn, and that's why our oceans don't boil, and that's why everything isn't frozen on the reverse side. You mean to tell me that with all those fucking grains of sand and the amount of stars in the sky, that there's not one other motherfucking planet out there with a living capacity around its fucking star? You know? That's fucking... I mean, it's out there.
I believe in it. I believe in it too.
You can't not believe it.
Sometimes I'll even go as deep as believing into like ancient alien bullshit and stuff.
Really? Like they've been
sure.
here? Yeah, that
shit's it's some very interesting theories,
that
dude.
shit's deep.
That
I know
shit
you
is
used to
deep.
fuck with Endem, dog, and that fool was into the Anunnaki. You know anything about that? I don't.
Some Sumerian bullshit.
Yeah, you fuck with that?
I mean, I watch Ancient Aliens,
You
and I
can
think all the
you
shit they
can
say
dip
is
in.
extremely interesting, but I wouldn't say I'm a fucking Ancient Alien theorist.
What's the biggest coincidence you've seen?
The biggest coincidence I've seen, I think,
on Ancient Aliens, like the
is
biggest,
let's see,
like
the capacity for ancient civilizations to create airplanes or flying devices.
okay.
They understood aerodynamics so long ago, and there's like even around the worlds in different places there's like what are thought to be possibly like runways and like things like that, and like they also have like all these like old ancient like sculptures of like airplanes and shit, and then they blew up that same sculpture with the same exact fucking like whatever, you know, and it flies. Like it's aerodynamic. They understood gravity and wind and aerodynamics, bro. That's fucking nuts.
What?
So, and they didn't have any flying devices back then, so what the fuck would they know if they put a motor on their own little fucking toy that shit was gonna fly perfectly, and it had like you know what I'm saying, like whatever you call that, a rudder and shit, where it was like it's total trip.
So it was no different than our planes now. Like it had the same similar principles as our planes
the same
now.
similar principles, and it was just as effective in the air.
Oh shit! So every plane has to have like. It's like there's mandatory principles that have to exist on every plane. It has to have like a rudder, an ability to diverge through wind resistance. Has to be fucking.
Right, wings have to be a certain size based off of like the fucking fuselage and the cockpit's area, and like you know it's all fucking like it's pretty complicated.
I feel like you believe this shit.
I got a little bit in there for sure, but I mean
at
at the same time though,
in there?
hey, if it was some stock, I'd buy a couple pieces. But
why wouldn't they tell us if they knew it?
Who's they though?
Yeah, who is they?
That's the problem.
Who's they, fool? You believe in that?
Who's they? I believe in them,
yeah.
but they is a stretch.
Yeah. Who's them, dog?
I don't know, but they're listening.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know.
There's some fools who believe that they're listening.
I don't believe that we have enough interesting shit going on for the government to like try to like hack into like your fucking like camera on your computer and shit. Like I think that's just like
for sure.
Like what the fuck, dude?
There's porn way better than what's going on.
Seriously, bro.
Than my fucking white ass trying to change my pants at fucking 5:30 in the morning.
Exactly,
you know?
dude. It's bullshit. I don't know, but I don't know. There's some conspiracies got to be true, right?
The craziest conspiracy that fucking
Flat Earth.
No.
That's the craziest one, I think.
Do you fuck with that theory?
No, I think it's the craziest one.
That's bananas.
It's bananas.
It
is a fucking peeled banana, bro.
Yeah, it is fucking nuts. That shit has been blended, dog.
that is a straight that is a fucking banana nut smoothie, dog.
Are you kidding me? That shit's crazy. So Vsauce, I don't know if you know who Vsauce is. It's
Nah.
a YouTube channel. A super brilliant dude. Been making YouTube videos forever. He's a genius. He makes super sick videos as how gravity would have to play out as if flat Earth was real. Like the farther you'd get to the edge, the heavier gravity would be. So it'd be like, so the Earth is flat, but the gravity would work as if it was bowl shaped. Like
right, I see what you're saying.
Got to the end, the tighter down you get.
Right.
He makes videos like that. It's super fucking crazy. But to explain free fall, 9.8 miles an hour is free fall or whatever it is. It's the Earth is moving up 9.8 miles an hour, and that's what gravity is. It's a trip, dude. I don't understand. I think it's more likely so why planets are round to my understanding. Anybody who watches this, and if I get this wrong, they're gonna fucking be like, "You're an idiot." But it's because anything with mass has a center of gravity, and it's like packing a fucking snowball.
Right.
It's like there's force all around it at each size because it's a mass in space. It's getting pushed in. That's so fucking feasible to me. That's like, yeah, that's why that would happen.
Yeah, for sure.
I get that. Flat Earth just kind of fucking.
Well, I mean, the fact that they figured out the Earth was round, like, you know, so fucking long ago.
I forget who did it. I think it was Galileo.
I think
Dude,
so.
they fucked him up for that. No, they fucked him up because...
No, it was Columbus, I thought. Well,
No,
didn't he?
Columbus
He thought
didn't-
it was like square or
Columbus
some
didn't-
shit, and then
Yo.
he found out it was round or some bullshit.
we were finding out that Columbus didn't do shit, but got a whole fucking tribe of people sick as fuck, and he did some fucking grimy shit.
Oh, we already know that he gets
No.
credit for some bullshit, for
I
sure.
didn't know. So Galileo, dude, I think it was Galileo. Anybody watching this is because this is gonna go on YouTube. Somebody's gonna see me, and somebody's gonna be like, "You are a fucking idiot." Leave a comment. Either I'm stupid, or if I get this shit right, fucking give me a pat on the back because this shit is all free fall. I go no notes.
Okay.
Not you. Don't. I'm talking to the scholars who are like
Who figured out the Earth was round? Who figured out the Earth was round?
Galileo. It was Galileo, but it wasn't.
She's supposed to know. Oops.
It wasn't Galileo who figured out the Earth was round, but he made the first notice that this isn't. What is it? And he found out that we are heliocentric, which means we revolve around the sun and not. What was the other one? Geocentric, I think, which is everything revolves around us.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what God did. That's
Right.
what Jesus did. Jesus made the earth. Everything gonna spin around the earth. That's how Jesus would have wanted it.
Exactly.
No, he was the one who fucking. He said, no. I think we're spinning around that fucking thing because I think he was seeing constellations in the same spot but slightly rotated.
Okay.
I don't know how he did
I
it.
can buy some of this
I
shit. I could say I'm a very uneducated person, bro.
Yes,
I'm like
but-
an 8th grade dropout over
But
here.
what I'm saying is to find out who found out they were wrong, and somebody did it. They did it because they compared shadows in two different parts of the world. Fuck, I forget. So as doing this, it's my job. Like I fucking am always trying. I listen to information differently because I get excited. Like, oh, I'm gonna bring this up to whoever. But yeah, I'm still an idiot. This is like 2 years down the road when I like actually know some shit. It's going off, dude.
Have you heard of the Hollow Earth theory?
No.
You have not heard of that,
But
dude?
I like where your head's at. What
Oh,
does that
dude,
mean?
there's a lot going on with the Hollow Earth, bro.
What is that?
Some people believe that like on in the Arctic Circle, there's like a opening to the middle of the Earth, kind of, and the Earth is hollow, and there's civilizations in there. And some people even believe as far as like the Nazis found this fucking place, and like there's like, dude, there's layers to this shit. but-
What? I didn't know that, but I did know.
They found a journal of a dude that like says he traveled up there like back in the day, and he found the fucking Hollow Earth, and they told him like you got to go back up and tell everyone about the shit, and he got like escorted to the hole by like fucking Nazi like flying saucers and some bullshit.
Nazi flying saucers.
Nazi flying
I love
saucers.
how powerful the Nazis were in the 40s. Like they had like like Wolfenstein fucking spaceships, Independence Day type fucking shit. You know what is real though? That after World War II, a lot of the Nazis bailed the fucking
Center of the
Venezuela or
earth?
Argentina. No, there's like Nazi colonies for like the past 40 years, and I don't know if it's gonna, but there's German colonies in South America. They bailed there, and they think that Germany.
I feel like I've heard something about this, but I don't
No.
know much
This shit
about
is
it.
real. This shit is real, dude. This shit is here. Well, check this shit out. How South America became a Nazi.
Nazi haven, dude. Are you
History,
kidding
dude.
me?
This is serious. Dude, Mercedes-Benz, people don't know this, man. People driving Mercedes, that shit is Nazi, bro.
That shit is whack,
Yo,
bro.
get yourself a fucking Ford, bro.
Get yourself a Ford.
Get yourself on the fucking right side of the team, dog.
Straight up, dude.
So hold on, where do they go? Checking right now. Argentina. Due to hundreds of thousands of German immigrants who lived in the country, Argentina maintained close ties with Germany and remained neutral for much of World War II. Yeah, dude. A lot of German.
Okay, so they're all like, let's bounce to Argentina, so we won't be hated on as much there.
I forget what it is. I don't think it's Operation Paperclip. It's fucking something. But dude, we recruited on NASA. We got like top Nazi scientists to work for the United States. NASA. That shit is real.
Right, yeah.
That shit is real,
Yeah,
bro.
that's real.
We straight recruited a couple Nazis.
I'm going to go with that.
Fuck. It's crazy. People think that this shit isn't, like Nazis bad, fucking done with. No. They got sprinkled around the world. People still driving motherfucking Mercedes. BMW, I drive a Volkswagen. Volkswagen probably got some skeletons in the closet. Got some skeletons in the trunk.
Yeah, didn't Hitler drive a Volkswagen?
Don't tell me that, bro.
I think look that up. Did Hitler drive a Volkswagen?
No, that shit was a fucking. We'll see right now. The glass is coming on for this bitch. Did Hitler drive a Volkswagen? Did Hitler drive a?
You know how to spell it? Like
Adolf Hitler and Volkswagen. What is this? That's fucking.
Hitler designed the prototype.
We found a haiku. What is this?
I know. What is that, dude? Is that a fortune?
Look at this. Hey, what is this shit? I don't know why we're getting.
No,
that.
read that. What's up?
Sitting at a restaurant table in Munich in the summer of 1932, Hitler designed the prototype for what would be the immensely successful Beetle design in Volkswagen. Literally the car of the people. Oh, fuck.
What up, dog? What up?
Well, I don't drive a bug, bro.
Is that Hitler's drawing? Get out of here, dude. No way.
It's just kind of tight. They didn't design the back wheel.
That fool's flight of vision, huh?
This fool kind of had art, dude. Take that shit out. In an era where only the most economic elite possessed cars, Hitler believed that all the people should be able to own a car, and additionally thought that a smart design could allow for reliability, enjoyment, and vacation travel to Argentina. The name given to the car in 1938 was Kraftwerkfreude. Kraftwagen. What? It means strength through joy car. Hitler gave his design to the head of Daimler Benz. Oh, what's up with that last name?
I know, dude. Dude, it's just got layers.
That's the thing, dude. It's like we're all, everybody wants a German car. Nobody wants a Nazi car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Where do you draw the line?
Where do you draw the line, bro? That's like we're going back to like thinking, what does it mean? What does it mean to fucking, when is it okay to like, when was it okay to be like, yo, in the 70s, like, hey, I need a new car. Yeah, the fucking Thunderbirds for sale down the street. Kind of thinking of the fucking Bug. What?
Seriously, dude.
What? When did that happen? Like,
I have no idea.
What do you think? Who the fucking first one was it? No,
because rich people were all about imports and shit like that. They were all about, it was kind of cool and classy to have foreign shit.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where it stemmed off from.
Is European still what's a ballin'? What about Volvo? Volvo fucking hook you up. Get hooked up in a Volvo.
They do not have the fucking prestige of a Benz, though, dude.
Nah. No, what about Bentley is English, isn't it?
I couldn't tell you.
A name like Bentley? Come on, you better be English. You better not be German. Fucking search it, finds out Hitler fucking designed that shit.
What's up with Rolls Royce? What's the name Royce?
Yeah, Royce.
Where's that at?
That shit is English, bro.
It's
like a name of a musketeer, bro.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, are you kidding me? Rolls Royce? That shit's gangster. What about America? What do we got? We just got we got fucking some of that shaft work for you, dude. We got fucking the Mustang.
I hate the Mustang, dude.
What?
I'm not a Mustang, dude. Okay, I like the fastback. What up with the fastback? It's dope.
I don't know what that is.
That's the late 60s model.
Okay, yeah. So, Dodge had some, bangers. Yeah, and pickup
Dodge
trucks,
had some bangers. Because they had the Charger and the Challenger. Those shit was bad back in the day.
Just so you know, nobody's making pickup trucks like the United States. like nobody. I think Dodge makes the best, and I work in cars. That's like I think the Dodge Ram is still the sickest pickup truck.
You think
buy.
so? I like the Tundra, bro. I got a
like
Tundra.
Yeah, that's because I've never owned a Dodge Ram, and I've never had to pay to fix it. That's why you like the Toyota Tundras, because I was Japanese.
I've had a Ford truck before.
Oh, you did?
It was pretty easy to fix. Was that
F-150?
No, I had a Ranger.
The Ranger. Oh, but
you remember that guy?
Okay, I'm
remember
talking like full. What is that? Quarter ton fucking truck. Ford Ranger is a little.
Ford Ranger's a tiny truck, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
they like stopped making them.
I'm trying to give you credit here, dude.
Hey, I had nothing to prove.
Yeah, I like that. Ford, Chevrolet. We literally just name a car after a gun. Introducing the Ford Assault Rifle mid-range SUV with laser sight. With laser sight. Yeah, dude. I don't know. The pickup trucks are dope, dude. I fuck with pickup trucks. What's your dream car?
What's my dream car? Ooh. I've always wanted a super sick fucking Subaru STI.
Dude, you want like a little...
that shit's
everybody
dope.
wants a fucking Subaru.
Those
right
are
now.
dope.
Okay,
yeah, my girlfriend's got one.
You got a Subaru?
Yeah, we rolled up in a Subaru,
You
bro.
got one?
Yeah.
When'd you get it?
Like a couple weeks ago.
You get dogs, you get Subaru with a fucking Christmas come early over there? What the fuck? I'm moving in.
Straight up.
The fuck? What's your dream car? Can't be the car you have right now. Say it loud.
Classic Mustang.
Classic Mustang?
Oh, God.
Fastback? What's your dream car? That's a good one.
Tesla's
by the way.
dope.
Tesla is sick, but Elon Musk is a nutcase.
Elon Musk is a nut. All right, for sure.
Elon Musk.
Give me more on that.
Elon Musk.
Give me more, dude.
Give you more. Why?
Throw me some more Musk facts.
Well, first of all, he's just. Did you see his podcast? Did you see his podcast with Joe Rogan?
No.
He's a banana nut, dude.
He is?
He's
He's a straight banana nut smoothie?
He's just mental, dude. First of all, maybe too smart for his own good. Like,
I did what's it called? His autobiography, or not his auto, his biography.
so you know.
I didn't read it, but I listened to the audiobook.
He's a genius.
He's a fucking genius.
A real genius.
Everyone close to him gets very much hurt by him, though. He's like so smart that he like, he has like relationships with women, and then he gets like an idea on some shit and just like abandons fucking all this shit and just like goes for the gold, and like it's fucking nuts.
He's the kind of guy who would not apologize for farting in public because an apology for doing something natural is obsolete.
Right,
Type
like,
shit.
yeah,
That's his type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
He's like the kind of thing where, like, even if he did maybe something selfish and shitty that you should be apologetic for, he would be like, well, I'm just a human with human tendencies. I can't do anything about these urges. You know?
Okay.
And it would be so calculated and, like, correct that it would be like, well, fuck, man. Don't you want to just say fucking sorry for just being sorry? And he'd be like, no. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's too much. I feel like it's too much robot. Like me sitting here, not that this is the case, but there's things that I wouldn't ask you on camera. He would be like, I feel like because I'm a human, you're human, I can understand how you would feel if I asked you something like that. Not like I have anything I want to ask you.
Right.
But he doesn't have that. He's just like this.
Maybe he does understand, but he's like, yeah, but that's unnecessary, so I'll do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I see what
Boom.
you're saying.
And as fast as you said it, he thought about that 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Tell
He
me
thought
more
it
about
that-
that podcast, though. What the fuck happened?
Dude,
So,
he's
like, did
nuts.
Joe Rogan dig into him?
Dude, well,
What the
first of all,
fuck?
one of the
Did he get
beautiful-
emotional? Did he
one-
cry
no,
about fucking...
Fuck, no. Are you kidding? He's an android. He doesn't cry. He would
Yeah,
short
but
circuit.
he fucking cried when Buzz Aldrich or whatever, like, fucking talked shit on him for trying to, like, fucking go to space or some shit.
He really loves space.
Yeah, he's
He
obsessed.
really loves space to the point where I think that he thinks... I get the idea, the feeling that he thinks that we... Like, why aren't we in space? Like almost how your dog wants to go for a walk, and it's like, fuck it, take me for a walk. Take me for running around the house. Yo, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go for a walk right now. That's him trying to get everybody to go to space with him. I feel like he's obviously not as rambunctious as a puppy, but
Right.
I feel like his list of priorities of everybody going to space is he thinks that like this is like just first step. Like, yo, we could go live. Have you seen his shirts, the Occupy Mars shirts?
Yeah, he wants to go there.
No, he'll go there. He's gonna go, dude. He's nuts. He figured out. He does things. He does things. Did you hear about his tunnel that he built under LA?
What?
Yeah, dude, it's a tunnel that's like. It's.
Oh wait,
it's
is that the like the
it's gonna
fucking
shoot Teslas down? Fucking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's bananas.
The
dude.
fucking magnetic transportation bullshit.
It's psycho.
Jesus.
It's psycho. He's just super smart, and I just think that he comments on him and his thought process, and he knew when he was super young that nobody in his class thought the way he did. He thought it was a curse. He used to get mad at himself, and he knew he was different from a really young age.
Fuck.
He just like was just bombarded with ideas of ingenuity and.
What do you think about his flamethrower?
You can ask me what I think about anybody's fucking flamethrower. And I think it's fucking rad, sir.
Exactly.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I fucking
The
love
not a
flamethrowers.
flamethrower or whatever.
Yeah, the
that thing
Boring
is
Company
dope.
is not a flamethrower. He called it the not a flamethrower because there's restrictions in selling weapons.
Right.
But if it's not,
Oh, I get the whole idea of the
yeah.
thing.
If it's not a flamethrower, then
It's not a flamethrower.
It's not a fucking flamethrower. It's so crazy. Yeah, I guess he did some shit though, where like investor fraud or some shit. I don't know. See, here's the thing: is like I'm not even so sure he gives a fuck about all of this. The way he was talking about his cars, is just kind of like you're just playing with his toys, kind of thing. It's like it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, He's not like trying to be like this consumer based fucking no. Everything's got to be dialed in because it's got to be the money and the numbers and blah, blah, blah. He's just like playground mode. He built the Tesla because he thinks it's like the best car ever. It's the most fun to drive ever. It's just fun. Like the way he commented on it was the same way you'd comment on like your favorite skateboard or something if you're like an 8-year-old. Like it's really weird.
Yeah, that's a trip.
They have a mode that like have you heard about like their dance mode? It's like they play a song. There's like a fucking Easter egg in the car where they open all the doors and it plays this opera song and the fucking car closes its doors open and shut and the lights go on and off.
What?
And it dances.
I have not seen that.
What?
I have not
It's
seen
an
that,
Easter
dude.
egg, bro. Look at this fucking thing,
Oh
dude.
my god.
I can't show it on YouTube or on our stream, but I could show you right here.
Okay,
this
give
shit
me
out.
that.
Check this shit out, dude.
Tesla Easter egg dance. It's like the first thing that pops up.
Dude.
What the hell?
Look at this fucking thing.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta play the fucking.
Does it only have one song?
Yeah, it does it to one song.
So does this
It has
song.
this song programmed into it. It just does this.
Why? Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking bands
Okay, here we
coming
go.
on stage.
What? Oh, so this is like, isn't this the newer Tesla though? This isn't the like.
No, this shit's.
Why does it have doors like that and shit?
Cool. It's got the suicide door. Is that suicide? No, that's the
No.
butterfly.
Yeah.
You got that shit on the Subaru? Yeah, for sure.
Those-
It's got- it's
are those back
recently
doors?
installed. No, that's the fucking side door.
I'm so confused.
Dude, that shit is flying, yo. Yeah, but it does this shit. Have you heard about Berserker mode or Ludicrous mode?
Ludicrous. I have heard of that. Yeah. Yeah, it's got like the fastest 0 to 60 of any car ever made and shit.
He did that because of Spaceballs. Ludicrous speed. from
Ludicrous
Spaceballs.
speed. Oh, dude, you want to talk Spaceballs, bro?
Yo, hey, you want to know fucking something else? That's where you got the idea for a flamethrower. Is because in the merch shop in Spaceballs, they have a flamethrower.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why he made one.
Are you
It's
serious?
because of Spaceballs. You
we
don't
gotta. So
understand,
he's a
bro.
Mel Brooks fan. All right.
He's a fucking. He's like a.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
I'm a huge Mel Brooks fan, dude.
Well, yeah.
These are my favorite movies of all time.
They've gone plaid.
They've gone plaid. Who said that?
O'Connor.
There we go.
Yeah, that shit is so funny, bro. Yeah, we can talk Spaceballs. It's been a while since I've
Have you seen it?
Operation Vacuum
recently?
Suck, dude. No, not recently. I need to though. I love that.
Dude,
movie. What's up,
oh.
babe? What's going on? Doing good. We just talked about Tesla, and now we're talking about Spaceballs. Yeah,
Dude, sick.
yeah.
Love that movie.
Spaceballs. When's the last time you seen it? What movie are we watching right now? What movie are we watching right now?
It's been like 5 years since I've seen it too. But
Tron, dude.
He's never seen Tron.
you never seen the new one?
Well, I hadn't seen it, but now I'm watching it.
Dude, Tron is
It's
so dope.
fucking sick.
It's so sick.
Dude, have you seen?
What's up with the fucking soundtrack to that shit?
I was gonna say the soundtrack is so
it's
sick.
so insane.
Oh my god! Hey, hold on,
Dude, it's Daft Punk, bro.
Okay, I was just telling Kenzie, so she doesn't. I don't know if she'd been. So back when I was like 20, shit, I might have been there with Colin, but Disneyland used to like do when the movie was coming out. Have you been to Disneyland, California?
Yeah.
Okay, so over.
They had some Tron shit going on, right?
Yeah, bro.
I don't
Let me
really
tell
remember
you
much
about it,
it,
dog.
All right.
So they had so at the end of the Hollywood Walk,
Okay.
there was a stage, and every night, like on the weekend nights, Thursday through Saturday, they would have two like Daft Punk imposters on stage playing music from the soundtrack, and you could like buy drinks and shit, like glowing mojitos.
Right.
And shit.
Yeah, they have that. It's like a rave kind of thing going
Yeah,
on.
you used to be able to party, dude. A lot of people don't know that, man.
They don't do that anymore. They don't do the party
No,
shit there.
dude, Tron's like 17 years old.
No, I know. Not just Tron, just in general. Like they still have like rave shit there and whatever, right?
Yeah. I think they call it some shit. Sorry.
They call it some shit. That's for sure.
Look at him.
I know
Stop talking.
he's so pumped.
I feel like we should let him play, but do you think it'll just like fuck
Do you
him
think
up?
he's too young? 'Cause isn't there like a
Well, he hasn't gotten his shots yet.
No, he's got a couple shots.
Oh.
He's got a couple.
couple shots?
We got a pamphlet. We know what he's got.
How is he? I
Hey,
think he's
Jack.
6 weeks, right?
He's like 7.5, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
Jack
he
just
is.
maybe Jack just fucks off until next time.
Oh my god. You sure you want
Mhm.
anything to mess with him?
Yeah. Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jack turn down.
Jack looks like he's about to fucking flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always
I love him though. I love that dog.
Jack, yeah.
I can't wait for my dog to be on that level, dude. And they could just mash it.
He's got a good coat. I like that. I like that black and that Doberman Pinscher.
Yeah, dude, I like it too.
Yeah,
I
that
like it
shit's-
too.
that shit's
He's
so-
got some weird face
Okay,
cuff.
so I wanted to ask you about. Have you seen Black Mirror, dude?
Yeah. Okay. What?
Have you seen all of them?
I think I've seen all of them. Which one do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
What do you
We can
got?
Fucking talk about whatever one you fucking.
What do you think? What do you think
I
about
love it.
Bandersnatch?
Okay. Did you fucking jump when he was like, "Yo, man, this acid's crazy. Fucking jump." I was like, "Fuck you, you jump." Did you jump? You jumped.
I did every option. Like I went back
I mean,
and
what
did
was your
every option.
first initial?
I didn't jump. I don't think. No way. What the fuck?
No, fuck that. You gotta stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
A fucking idiot telling me to jump. Yo,
I threw
man.
those pills the fuck away though. Right, first chance. I was like, throw these pills away. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh,
fuck
you
these
didn't
pills.
take the pills?
Not the first time.
I might have took the pills.
You took the pills.
I took a couple pills. Wait. No, I thought we did that. Are you talking about the tab of acid?
No, when he first gets the medication or whatever. He gets medication and it's like throw the pills down the toilet or whatever or not. And he like pours them all down the toilet.
He pours them all down the toilet.
Yeah. The pills.
Yeah.
He takes medication,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, that's right.
He
Sorry.
needs like some some bullshit medication. And remember, like because you took the medication, right?
Yes.
He takes the medication, then he's like, and then the review for the game. Remember in the review
Kenz.
video?
Kenzie, I'm trying to listen to.
In the review video of the video game, they're like, it's almost as if he went in on an autopilot. like halfway through or whatever.
Yeah,
you
for
remember
sure. Yeah. And it turned out so there wasn't like just one.
Because you take the pills and it like ends quick.
Yeah, no. I went back. I did some crazy shit. I like chopped up my fucking dad.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
buried him and
yeah.
shit?
Yeah, me too.
Jesus. And then like I found out like I was a test subject, so I did everything.
Yeah.
And it was okay. I think what it was like a demonstration of where these shows could end up, but it wasn't like I much would have rather have done like a new Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
'Cause they're fucking good, dude.
They are pretty good, man.
Do you
What's
have
the
a favorite
one?
one?
The one where they have the memory cameras in their eyes trips me the fuck out, and they're
So
holding the
heavy.
remote. That's just
where
heavy
you
as fuck.
Find out that the fucking wife was cheating on him.
And he
by
goes to that
go-
fool's house and just fucking just stomps his ass, dude.
Fucking crazy.
He gets nutty and
Dude,
then
I like the idea of I like the San Junipero one though.
which one's that?
With the two chicks and they like go back in time. They like are dying and they're transferring like their memories to like another part of like
I don't think I've seen that one.
oh shit.
Fuck.
Go watch San Junipero. It rips. It's
Okay.
good. It's really good. It's got like an 80s vibe type shit. It's fucking heavy. Dude, did you see the
The
one?
shows are depressing though, man.
Oh yeah, but
They're
it's
tough.
sick, dude. That's why you gotta live a happy life so that you can watch Black Mirror. It doesn't fuck you up too bad, bro. It
Yeah.
doesn't pull you in. You gotta be like Elon Musk with that shit. What about the one where it's like the fool is like it's like Christmas Eve or something like that, and he's like stuck in that snowed-in cabin because he didn't see that one.
I don't know. I guess I
You gotta
I thought I
watch
saw them
these,
all. Shit, dude.
bro.
I've seen the first few for sure. Like the first one is where the guy has to fuck a pig or whatever.
Yeah, that one was
and like,
okay.
And like the second one is like it's like a social media type shit. or
No,
something
there wasn't
like
that
right?
one. Yeah, where everything's graded. Is that
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, I heard like China is like moving towards that, dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's some fucking
that's so
scary
shit.
shit.
That's sketchy.
I don't want that.
That social media is fucking lacking, bro. But you got like 1,300 followers. You're gonna be chilling, dude. See, like I'm under 1K, bro. That's gonna affect my car credit.
Dude, and it's so weird because I've posted like 3 things in the past like 2 years.
You have 22 posts, sir. No, something crazy, something low, dude. I have like 1,034.
Dude, I barely post anything ever.
Dude, did you hear Instagram is gonna take away the amount of likes?
I would love that, dude.
That's gonna be
I would
epic.
love that. I don't think it's gonna happen. You think it's really gonna happen? I thought
think
it was
it's
just a rumor.
No, it's fucking happening. It's happening. And you know what? It's so good because people are gonna be like, oh, it doesn't matter. This picture's just a picture. I should probably go do something fucking meaningful with my time.
Exactly.
That's
It's gonna
so
take away
sick.
so much of the bullshit that we hate about
There's
social
no
media's
reason
effect
not
on
to
life.
do it. There's no reason not to do it.
I hope they do it.
it's
I would
gonna-
love for that.
It's gonna put influencers out of business, I think, because that's kind of like what you're worth.
Well, I
Right?
mean, that's kind of it's a dark business anyways. It's bullshit, dude.
Dude, you know what's so crazy is if that happens, if we start hiding likes on pictures, then we are now going to regress away from social media. That means like we've gone into the deep end.
I do believe so,
And
yeah.
now we're like, okay, let's fucking. What's going on? What's going on?
Having a puppy party.
Okay. So, there, weirdo. Yeah, dude, I think it's super rad that in the same evolution, how long have we seen social media? It's been like, it came out when we were in high school. I remember being in like a drive-through and seeing on Angel's phone, shout out Angel Salazar, saw that he had Facebook on his phone, and I was like, yo, what the fuck
I know.
are you doing?
Seriously.
It was crazy. And then, but now we're hiding likes.
Yo, fuck Facebook low-key, though.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Why, dog?
Dude, Mark Zuckerberg, dude. He's
He's what?
Have you seen any of that crazy shit with him and the scandal and Brexit and all that
Yeah,
shit?
well, he's like, he was definitely selling information that he wasn't willing to give himself, right?
It was I don't want to get into that, but whatever.
We can get into it.
I'm about to delete my Facebook, I think. dude.
Really?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't have any information there that I'm scared anybody. I fucking do this.
I watch TED Talks, bro.
Oh, you watch TED Talks?
Every now and then.
Oh, okay. T squared full? Yeah, I don't fuck with TED. I mean, I fuck with TED Talks, but it's like super. I do Audible and podcast.
Okay.
I do Audible.
I like Joe Rogan podcast. That's why I'm kind of like tripped out that I didn't see the Elon Musk one.
Oh, yeah, you're kind of a fucking idiot for that. You got to see the
Or
Elon Musk one. It's
yeah,
the shit.
I gotta listen to that.
Yeah, it's the shit. And do the one with Russell Brand. Who's
Dude,
sober.
do you like Russell Brand? I love Russell Brand, dude.
What's
Are you
not
for
to
real?
like about him?
Dude, I love that fool.
He's the best.
Oh my
I just
God.
bought one of his books on Audible.
You see his most recent Netflix special?
No,
Dude, it's dope.
I think she did. Oh, look at
That
these
fool-
dogs hanging out with each other.
That fool has a really good understanding of himself and the world and a
His
lot of things, dude.
spirituality, yeah.
It's on point, dude. That guy's on point.
But
He's out there,
it's
but I
crazy.
like it.
It's crazy. I don't know. I mean, he really is at risk with his addiction, though. The way he paints himself is almost like, dude, fucking come on, man. You got this, man. He's like, every time he brings up drugs, I mean, he really brings it up like he is at risk
Yeah.
for an absolute downfall at any moment. Get every drug away from him. It's
I
really
think he's
crazy.
probably gone down a serious fucking rabbit hole.
Well, I know
dude.
that he was kind of addicted to just kind of thrill, which meant like everything that, like
yeah,
drugs
sex
and
addiction,
sex.
cocaine, all that shit.
Yeah, which is good, dude. I got mad respect for anybody who sees a problem with something in their life
And
is
they're
like,
willing
"Yo, I
to
need
change it,
fix
do
this
something about
shit."
it. Because he explains in his stand up that like he changes everything because of like his daughter and like shit, all that shit.
Yeah, he's got a daughter, a real young one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's like 1. Yeah, I was listening to his podcast today while I rode my bike to Manhattan Beach Pier, and then down to Imperial and back on my lunch break. Are you going to be fucking? Are we gonna be charging some cardio shit together or what?
I'm down,
fool?
bro. Hey, are we gonna
Seriously.
run that fucking marathon?
I'm fucking down, fool. You gotta.
I'm a little bit. I'm almost afraid of committing to that because it's so
Why?
intensely awesome.
We'll do something that's feasible. Let's do a 5K. There's 5Ks.
What is a marathon? Like 22 miles or some shit?
Something crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 22 miles. But I am doing a 5K nonstop now at 27 minutes. I want to do a 10K. But, dude, 5Ks happen all the
What's
time.
a 5K?
3 miles, 3.2 or something.
That's it?
That's it. That's it. But when's the last time you ran one, fool? In the street.
In the street?
In the street. It's
Hasn't
different.
been that long, dude. Like a year, maybe.
Okay. It's different now. I mean, I'm not a runner, so I feel it.
I used to run eight a day, 8 miles a day.
Sick.
Yeah,
So
for
I
sure.
learned how to recover in my jog, which was the biggest thing that happened to me in my running career is learning how to like calm your breath and get your breathing back while you're still in jogging
Okay.
position.
Yeah.
And then once you do that, you kind of turn into
An
just
animal.
it just turns into it's a mental game now after that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a fucking
You get the runner high.
yeah. I get the runner high. I'm more amped on myself after like cuz running sometimes sucks, but I sometimes like will get to a point
It's
where
pretty
like
gnarly.
you gotta talk to yourself like you have to convince yourself that you're having a good time because you're fucking having a bad time. It's just I got myself like
I get shin splints and shit too.
I went and got myself actual running shoes, not like fucking bullshit. Well, I'm not wearing them. Not bullshit Nike fucking fly knit whatever. Like,
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
myself like some actual company that is a running company. Shoes aren't like the prettiest shoes in the world. They're like running shoes, and you're supposed to run in them because it's what people wear when they run.
Right.
That's it. So you got to go do that. But dude, let's get that fucking cardio going, dude. I'm into
Let's
that.
do it, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I gotta get a bike.
You got to get a bike, dude.
So what? Tell me about your bike though. Is it like
it's
is it like a fixie or a
No, it's
fucking
like a
10
tw-
speed or
it's like a
whatever,
20
12
speed.
whatever
It's like
the
a 20
fuck?
speed, and I wear a helmet and fucking gloves. I'm like a kook about it, but I
Dude,
do
whatever. You wear a helmet.
It. Yeah, I wear
That's
a helmet.
dope.
It's cool. I mean, a helmet.
Is your helmet aerodynamic? Or are you
Yes.
rocking that like old school Dark Star fucking baseball cap skater helmet?
No, I'm not rocking that. It's a Smith helmet. It's a Smith mountain bike helmet. So it's like
What
got
kind of
this-
bike do you have?
It's a Specialized.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got it from Craigslist. I actually I saw because one of my dudes. Oh, dude, I'm gonna let you borrow a book, bro.
What is it, dude?
It's the-
Talk to me.
It's the PMA Effect. It's written by John Joseph from the Cro-Mags.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
John Joseph Cro-Mag, dude? What are you a fucking fan of his?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, for real.
I love
you,
the Cro-Mags.
You see his posts on the daily on like animal liberation and shit?
Yeah, I fuck with John Joseph.
I fuck with John
That-
Joseph.
that's
dude.
why I started turning towards a plant-based diet. But I really have taken,
He has a lot of good shit to say.
if I've taken anything, I have his book. I'm gonna let
A
you
few
borrow
I
his book.
sometimes send his posts to Mel and just like have her like
I w-
read up on like his captions and
I
shit.
wanted
His captions are gold.
I wanted Kenzie.
Sometimes
to
he's angry
read-
though.
Yeah, sometimes he's angry, but he's a super fucking cool dude. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast with some fucking knowledge. But he's sick as fuck. The book's super easy to read. and I don't know. It's fun to read because his New York accent kind of pours through the pages, but it's changed me. It's the reason why I'm trying to be as positive as I am on the internet towards everybody. It's the reason why I'm always trying to donate and shit. He runs off on some shit, being a Hare Krishna monk and shit. And I don't know, I'm like not into that, but he is into like some like oneness of the mind and shit. And I fuck with that.
I fuck with a lot of the shit he has to say.
I fuck with the shit he has to say. So I'm gonna hook you up with this book before he gets out of here. Before you get out of here,
dude. Please.
I also have Meat is for Pussies, his vegetarian book,
Yeah,
his veganism book, and it's kind of
That's
like
a good theory.
Yeah, it's tight, but it's just kind of like it's not my vibe. It's like I'm just down not to eat meat just because I get it.
Right.
But it's super like, yo, fucking this is killing you. That's killing you, blah, blah, blah. And I guess it wasn't so severe for me because for me it was just like, yeah, I could see that. And like that's all it was.
Yeah.
I could see like people who, I mean, it's crazy to think that like people eat fast food every day.
That's nuts, dude.
It's nuts. You know, like I get scared. Shout out Pat Olin. I love you. But my little brother is 11 months younger than me. He smokes and drinks every day and eats whatever. And yeah, we look different. Yeah, we look a little different, you know, especially now that we're getting older. Pat, I love you. I sent him the PMA book. Positive Mental Attitude. But being positive isn't so much about like your everyday mood. It's about, you know, treating yourself positively, you know, and seeing positive results in everything you do, whether it be your work, you know, your relationships with friends. Positive is a lens on your camera.
Yeah,
you know
for sure,
saying?
dude.
And it goes with everything. It's just kind of like, it's not like
sobriety has a big thing to do with learning how to love yourself
for
and
sure.
shit like that, dude. Like I'm nowhere near where I want to be with that, but like, I can never love myself like I do when I'm sober.
Yeah.
And it's like you fucking getting that naked mind like you had when you were a fucking kid, when you just loved life and you weren't stressing on shit and all that stuff. And like getting back to that is like, it's huge for me. And like,
for sure.
And sobriety is like a huge way to get there for sure.
Well, you don't deal with any, you know, you can say that no matter how your day, sobriety is great because no matter how your day goes, especially for me and you, people who have dabbled in drugs, every day is a win, you know, and that's a good starting point with sobriety. Because no matter how your fucking day goes, you're still fucking going to bed with a clear head, and that's, you know, and that's enough.
And I've learned to count my blessings like that for sure, dude. Like I wake up and I'm like, yo, I'm chilling with my girlfriend. Fuck, this is dope. We're gonna like take the car to the restaurant. We have a car. We're driving. Like whoa, like shit like that. Like I love it.
I tried to take Kenzie, what time does my alarm go off in the morning?
Too early.
5:30 in the morning, so I can get up as the sun's coming up to take a second to sit on that couch and think about everything that's going on in my life.
You know, my dad told me success happens between the hours of 5:30 and 7:30 a.m.
Really? I like that. Yeah, I don't do it every day, and I sleep in some, but sleeping in is getting out of bed at 6 instead of 5:30. But I'm going to start tomorrow again. I was doing it a lot last week and shit because I think I needed it. I was just kind of in a spot where like, dude, there's times in your life you're in lulls, you know, you feel mentally exhausted, you're trying everything, you're like trying to meditate, you know, because you can't figure out why you feel so shitty and you're just trying to fucking figure out the balance of life. But now, you know, it's easy not to meditate when you don't need to. You know, it seems like everybody like tries shit when they need it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what it's about. It's about like you're supposed to meditate all the time so that you get better at it. But my meditation routine is pretty much 5 minutes, heavy breathing, kind of think about my day, think about 5 things I'm thankful for. You know, it's as simple as, man, my eyes, there's people out there who are blind. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there who can't walk. There's people out there who will never hold something with their right hand ever again. You know, it can be real primitive and basic. You know what I'm saying? But it ends with me on my hands and my knees putting my fucking forehead to the ground and be like so excited that this whole thing is real enough for me to believe that it's real. And going on throughout my day, like, this might be my last chance to do this shit, so go in hard. And that's why I run the 5Ks, you know. That's why I'm doing this shit every day. That's why I book fucking May, because I book every month. And poor Kenzie, she's like, yo, you booked this whole fucking month again, you idiot. But in my head, I have a hard time registering it. Like, this might be the last month that I'll ever get to book something ever again. So I'm going fucking hammer. You know what I'm saying? And
I
it's
feel
like,
you.
and and I do that because I want to build that muscle. You know, I want to build that gratitude. You see in the green writing at the bottom of the whiteboard, show gratitude on the whiteboard on the wall, show gratitude.
There you go.
It's I got a fucking whiteboard because I write my goals on the wall, and I fucking like removing them and pinning them in the finish pile. There's something that happens there for you when you're physically doing things and putting them in a complete folder. You know, it's the same thing like when you are rendering out files and you're seeing them finish. It's like, okay,
Right.
okay. And there's something that it does for the mind. So I don't know. I have a whole bunch of tricks that work for me. And that's kind of, I don't know, tie back into the positivity thing is it's fucking work, man. It's like this positivity shit isn't, you know, positivity is hardest when it's easiest to be negative about shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's easy as fuck to go on Facebook on a normal fucking Tuesday, tell everybody to love themselves, stay smart, drugs are stupid, this and that. You know, it's easy to do that. What's hard is fucking when the chips are down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's when it counts. So I practice. So I use the word practice. Practice is a big word in my vocabulary right now. It's like I practice veganism. You know, I practice positivity because, like, I never know. You know, I'm human, and that word practice takes the stress off my plate. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to feel like this whole thing's just like a big, or no, not a test, but this whole thing's just like a big fucking trial. You know what I'm saying? You got to take some of that pressure off you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I say I practice shit. I forgot how I got to what I'm talking about. I built a muscle where I can just ramble and rant.
No, I feel you. You're talking about how, like, you know, things that you accomplish in, like, small accomplishments, you know, putting them in that finish bag fucking is like a way. It's almost like it's a way for you to believe in yourself, right? Like, it's a way of loving yourself. Like, yo, dude, like, I did this, I accomplished this, I saw that, and then you see a goal that you maybe before you thought was tough, and you see that, and you're like, yo, dude, I'm good at accomplishing these goals.
Yeah.
And fucking hit that up.
For sure.
Hit this up, so.
I had people hit me up after the 5K run and sent me pictures of their running shoes. And they're like, yo, I'm going running.
There you
today.
go.
And that's what I'm fucking about, man. That's what I'm fucking about. That's why I'm doing this.
Oh, dude, I've commented on your shit too, and I'm like, yo, man, this shit's inspirational. It's for real.
Yeah.
I love it.
People say that, but like, it's like, I still go to bed with me, you know? Like, I'm no fucking superhero. Everything that I got is in everybody else. Matters of fact, like, it was only so long ago that I was over at a friend's house on a Friday night putting shit up my nose, you know, sneaking cigarettes, convincing myself that they're not cigarettes, you know, like I would like
Right.
everybody is able to do what I'm doing. Like I'm trying to be the most average Joe about this. That's why I'm not changing how much I swear, you know, changing like the way I'm dressing, because I want to be me, because like I think if people can be like, yo man, if Olin, pack a day Olin, you know, I almost got a Marlboro 27 tattooed on his fucking ankle, Andrew Olin. If that motherfucker can run a 5K, then why the fuck can't I? You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah.
And I was telling my homegirl Kelly Toki, who was on the podcast, that I just, you know, after so much time of taking, you know, it's time to give back, you know? It's time to, whatever that is, it's just taking drugs, taking my time, taking other people's time,
Mm-hmm.
you know, taking advantage of situations, just taking.
And even hurting yourself is taking from your family.
Yeah.
And physically. Shit like that, dude.
Taking from them. And now it's, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way, man. And I'm excited to see you on this path with me. And
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to have our ups and downs with it, you know, but we just, again, I have a buddy, Stuart Crichton. Shout out Stuart Crichton coming on. he'll tell the story, and I'll give it the YouTube cut that it deserves this month. Thank God, because he came on. This stream has been in preliminary stages, like, so the people who were on March, both webcams were over here, so the angles were different. It's like whoever was in that chair was kind of out of focus. It was a different shot than this. It's like shit keeps evolving. Now we finally found a groove, I think. Stuart Crichton spent 6 months homeless on Skid Row, and this is one of my boys in my grade, one of the nicest kids ever, just fell in, ended up 6 months in jail. Just, yeah, man, it's fucking just. He was telling me though that it's just important to take this shit day by day, you know? It's just takes that pressure off you, you know? So every day I just try to fucking handle my shit the best I can. Yeah, again, I don't know.
One day at a time, dude.
Yeah, one day at a time. Because I was talking about me and you were going to have ups and downs with this, and hopefully our downs aren't too bad, and hopefully there's way more ups and downs.
Of course.
What time is it, motherfucker? What do we do? 2 minutes, 30, 25 minutes? It's good. We can wrap that bitch up unless you got something you want to say? Okay. How about you, dog? You got anything else you want to add? It's Jack.
I want to say Jack's tight. And fuck, I'm grateful for hanging out with you and having a chance to talk for this long, dude. This long of a conversation it's rare. It's rare for friends to have, and that's bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
And I think what you're doing is fucking awesome.
Thanks.
And I look forward to having, you know, awesome shit in our friendship, dude.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Like sober shit, whatever, working out shit, whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm
me
down.
and you figured out a long time ago that me and you should be buddies, and it seems like a lot of our interests and ideologies right now are aligned. So, yeah, I think that
It's our time, bro.
It's our time. This time we're gonna nail it down. All right, buddy. Thanks for doing this. I will.
You know it.
I'm gonna upload this bitch to YouTube right now. Peace out, everybody.